This is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Sky's the limit, baby.
FaceBank.com.
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie.
You don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me, so talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
FaceBank.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Sunday edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Hashtag TBV podcast, wherever hashtags are used, and we're back. Rain, sleet, snow, no boxing. We gonna let you know regardless. We gonna bring you them headlines. I'm telling you. It don't matter. News, notes, we here for you. We're going to give you something to talk about, something to discuss at the water cooler, something to jog to, hit the treadmill, elliptical, whatever. If you're going to do your bike, your run, this is what you will be using, man. We're going to be talking Eddie Reynoso, who says Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia is about 2 fights away. 2 fights away. But they do claim that 2020 was going to be the year that they were going to shock the world. And then we're going to be discussing Floyd Mayweather. You know, you guys want him to retire and stay retired, but somehow he keeps continuing to be the face of boxing. So much so that they're making a video game about him or with his likeness. And we'll give you the details as well. And then we're going to be talking a double whammy of Devin Haney because I guess he's seen what Reynoso said, and then he said some stuff, and then Lopez said some stuff. So we're going to bring you the whole he said, she said, all that Twitter beef stuff. You know how that's going. We'll bring you all the news in the 135-pound division, but it looks like the two young bulls ready to go at each other, at least in the comment section. Dmitry Bivol says he's willing to go down from 175 to 168, or was he always at 168? I don't know, but he wants to fight Canelo. And I'm just saying, you know, who doesn't want to fight Canelo? Canelo has options, always has, always will. And the quicker these guys understand that, the better it'll go for them. But I can't knock Bivol. You know, you got to throw your name in the hat if you want to get picked. But these are the topics. If you're interested, you already know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, if you are a Daily Show user, it's Sunday. So if you're a Thursday, Sunday Show user, you can hit us up on Skype. But remember, for those 4-hour, no ads, no interruption MP3s that you could take with you, check us out on Patreon and become part of the family and receive an MP3 for every single episode we do, plus be able to partake in our Axe a Fighter or our manager or someone in the industry series. And we're going to be having a lot of someones this week. We've been scheduling. But let me get on out to my co-host, man. I know I've long-winded there.
It's me, Mario.
What is up? Happy Easter to everybody. Kind of a weird situation, right? Still, people saying that the market's opening back up, and some people think it's Monday, some people think it's next week, but it's just really weird. What does all that mean with boxing and everything? I don't know. I think that we're getting ready to move to studio fights. I think it's going to happen a lot sooner than we probably anticipated, but yeah, we'll chop up some of the fights that maybe are going to be studio fights at this point. Ryan Garcia, definitely not ready yet. So 2 fights. Reynoso knows what he's doing. But we'll chop it all up. What up? What up, Doomy?
I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one to stop me. Lynch the conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody like me. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match.
Yeah, man. I mean, studio fights are gonna have to happen. There's so many people with so many supposed times when everything's gonna go back to normal. At this point, I don't know. So I can see how that's gonna be a heavy inclination on all these promoters. Now, who's saying Floyd couldn't be a good trainer? I think he can. And as far as Ryan Garcia being ready, maybe it's not even 3 fights. It depends on what 3 it is. So we could get into that if you guys want to begin with. Because I feel like it all depends on the quality of opponents.
Yeah, definitely. This to me is like a breath of fresh air. After all the shit talking these guys do, calling out Davis, Haney calling out everyone. It's not that I don't believe them. It's that I don't believe it will happen, which are 2 different things. But I don't know. The more I think about it, it's like if you have 1-2 fights before you step up to that level of competition, within the landscape of where we're at in boxing, I think that a studio fight could be easily put on between like Ryan Garcia and, somebody of not, I should have probably looked up a good name to like give y'all an example, but somebody who's not like overly credible, I guess, like kind of like a stay busy fight with everybody at home, builds his reputation.
I mean, they were going the Linares route.
Medias. Go ahead.
Yeah,
What did you say?
I was just reminding you that they were going to go the Linares route before COVID attacked.
Yeah, I could see that being a definitely a fight that we could get. I think that's right at the level. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's a level I wouldn't cross. I wouldn't go anyone better than Linares for Ryan Garcia at this stage right now. For a lot of reasons, really. One, safety, what's that worth? But at the end of the day, I think that if you put some of these other fights on that lead up to the Davis, that lead up to the Haney, right now is the time to strike. This is the time where you can get a couple of dog fights in. This is the time where nobody's going to blame you for really who you fight. I mean, everybody's going to get blamed because everybody gets blamed. This is boxing. So I could be wrong about that completely, but I think right now people are so thirsty and hungry for fights that you could get a couple of, lesser opponents in and build a rapport with fans that you haven't yet connected with, on a mainstream. But with Ryan Garcia, it's a little hard. With Haney, it's a little hard because of DAZN. But we'll see how they open things up like that. But I definitely think 2 or 3 fights should happen in between now and a Davis or Haney for Ryan Garcia.
I mean, what happens if he keeps knocking these guys out in 1-2 rounds? I mean, I wonder where Reynoso's perspective is going to be, because that's what he seems to be doing. So it's like, who's the dog that's going to take Ryan Garcia in? Like, you know what I'm saying? What kind of fighter, what kind of style, and who's available? I mean, he's not going to go into a championship fight right from the get, right? But like, who's the contenders? Who are the gatekeepers at this division that are, are a little more rough and tough besides Linares?
Yeah, that's a tough.
I mean, there's plenty of names to throw out there. I could help with names. The problem is always.
Then let's see.
No, the thing is, the problem's always gonna be, networks and can the fights get made. But if you want rough and rugged, tough names that are beatable. Ray Beltran, former world champion. Linares is a former world champion, but obviously he's more skilled. At least he passes the eye test. Where Beltran's a little more rough around the edges, more of a veteran, has more. I don't even know if he has more on the odometer, to be honest with you, with all the knockout losses Linares has. He's got 3 off the top of my head I can remember, Linares does. But Beltran is another good test. John Molina, if he could still make 135. I think he's at 40 now, but, John Molina Jr. I mean, I ain't pull up no internet. Those are just off the top. But those are 2 options.
Yeah, I really like the idea of like Devin Haney facing like a Javier Fortuna type and Ryan Garcia facing a Jorge Linares type. Like those are the 2 types of fights to me that like, how do you not just put them on the same undercard, or on the same card? I'm not saying that that's easy to do. Obviously, that'd be a very difficult thing to do, figuring out a side.
Well, according to Sampson, he does want Haney to be on the undercard while Luke Campbell and, Javier have a fight, and then Haney could defend his title versus whatever mandatory at the time the WBC put. That's what Sampson wanted when he came out and said, look, we're not going to go straight into the Haney fight. We're going to definitely, abide by our contract and fight Luke Campbell. And, we being Javier Fortuna and Samson Lewickovic.
Yeah, it's easy to come up with that idea. It's another thing to have these guys actually go along with it. For Devin Haney to say, "Well, I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna play my role." Like,
by the Anthony Crawler. Is he in the lightweight division?
I believe he's retired, but I don't want that fight. We had 2 of those fights with Linares. For that, we get the Ryan Linares fight. What do we need Carolla for? But I think Carolla's retired.
Oh, all right. And I was just going for the UK clout. You know what I'm saying? Taking Ryan's name out there.
Yeah.
And Terry Flanagan, obviously. I think that would be too tough.
If Ryan was some sort of regular dude, but like, I wouldn't waste money taking him to the UK because we got to see if we can make money off his alleged American audience. Like, why go build an international audience? My man's already got 5-point-something million. Let's see, can we get that to work? But the other name you just mentioned, that's not a bad name. What was it again?
Terry Flanagan?
Yeah, Turbo. Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not going to do anything for Ryan in America.
That's what I'm saying. Robert Easter Jr. would, though. I think Robert Easter.
I think that they won't go for that. Robert Easter's durable. He ain't going to get knocked out. And he's tall, lanky. He could present some problems. Then you got the whole, don't say it, but the other side of the street. You know what I mean? Like, that's the other side. Every promoter is going to try and do what they can with their stable before they decide to split the bank. Because that's what you're doing.
That is it, then.
When you're working with someone, you splitting that bank. So before you do that, believe me, you're going to try and resolve it on your own. I mean, look, again, I still haven't opened up BoxRec. I'm pretty sure we could find something a little bit sexier than Linares, maybe. Linares is not a bad name, especially for the demographic and market that they're catering to. Ryan's a Mexican. There's probably going to be in L.A. I mean, I'm assuming that Linares would be a great name for him to face.
Yeah, and you can take out, look, at this point, there are a lot of things that used to hinder fights. I won't even say hinder, but if you have like a window to make a certain fight and it doesn't work like with the network or doesn't work with the arena, whatever, it can't be, put to fruition. Like, it stops fights, right? But at this time, like right now, it wouldn't matter where it's at because nobody's going to attend. So, a lot of guys who, how should I say this? Like a lot of fights, Linares is a great fight to me, but it doesn't even have to be that real. Like, it really doesn't. To see Ryan Garcia again, I don't think it does.
Let me just put this into perspective, though. Let me just put this into perspective for you guys, because I think you're going down the same route, and I think I'm a victim of that too. We talk about Ryan's popularity a lot, but that doesn't necessarily say where his skill level's at. When you go on BoxRec, he's number 10 in the world in his division, which is bad, because you would figure such a big name is, top 5, top 3, and he's not. He's number 10. So there's plenty of fighters out there. Like Ricky Burns wouldn't be bad. If he could get Gamboa, since he's talking about Gervonta so much, go ahead and get in there with Gamboa and do a better job. He's
still messed up though, right? He wouldn't even be available.
Look, we don't know when we're getting back at it, so that it's not like he's not an option. Jason Sosa is out there. That's a good name, former world champion. He lost to Vasil Lomachenko, and I think Nicholas Walters might have beat him, but that's not a bad name to fight. The names are thin. If he wants to go undefeated route, they could go George Cambrosos. We're gonna have him on the show one of these Thursdays. He's all the way in Sydney, but he's Pacquiao's sparring partner. He's in and around that division. But there's not a lot of big names. You got to pull out an old name. Look, John Molina isn't even in these rankings in the top 25. And
shit looking thin out here.
It is. But that's why you bring out a name like Ray Beltran, and John Molina. Those names are known already in the division. I bet you if we get down deeper, We'll see some of those guys. Look, like Diego Magdaleno, he just got a good win. Could Ryan beat Diego? Not a bad name. Not a bad name. Look, I doubt that he's gonna fight Zaur Abdullayev, the dude that Haney fought, but there's other people out there. Omar Douglas is there. He had a good fight with Javier Fortuna. Haney's fighting Fortuna, so that's not a bad mix-up.
But some of these guys are dangerous. I don't think that their management's gonna be steering them towards some of these guys you're mentioning. Like they want more. I'm saying maybe they want more reward than risk. Maybe no,
absolutely. Linares is the biggest name.
Yeah.
Absolutely, he's the biggest name and the biggest reward that you can see out of the top 50 in this division. That isn't dangerous and isn't a world champion currently active with a belt.
And you didn't feel? How'd you feel about Lee Selby? I mean, again, going towards the UK and all.
I don't like Selby. Selby had a good. Like I said, if you're gonna fight Selby, you might as well fight Omar Douglas. Omar Douglas fought him and Fortuna. It's a better barometer if you're really trying to build the Haney fight. Selby does nothing, man. He's from the UK. Nobody knows that dude.
It's a good win, though, definitely.
I mean, everything is a good win. Everything is a good win.
I mean, Reynoso is saying 2 to 3 fights, right? We're only mentioning one. Like, we could actually come up with a trajectory right now. Like, Lee Selby first. This guy second, but anything can happen in the rankings, I guess, while the fights are going on.
Yeah, I mean, look, I see what they did here. They threw the Linares name out there. Well, I like that name too, Zlatan Cannon. But again, Linares holds more weight. There's no name we could say that's gonna be better than Linares. And as vulnerable as Linares.
Yo, he does got that highlight of knocking down, Lomachenko. Like that shit adds a lot of sauce. You know what I'm saying? So like you'd be the guy that destroys Linares and fucking Lomachenko had trouble, getting him out early. So if Ryan were to come in and get him out,
and that's exactly how the casual fans look at it.
Cash Maj, where the hell's Cash Maj?
He right there.
Yo, what up?
Damn, homie eating this shit. Homie eating tuna fish, I think. Nah, let me get to his intro. Hold on, Cash. I got you, baby.
Carrot ginger soup.
What's up, man? Yeah, I just want to say I saw the fight too.
Stay focused, stay working my dad. Boxing voice.
Because if he comes to fight, then I'm going to have to look for him.
I saw the fight too.
I think you accurate.
Yeah. Good evening. 7 p.m. I'm a little late. Show's starting late with me. Jorge Linares versus Ryan Garcia is the topic. Not yet. Haney, of course. I don't think Ryan Garcia is ready, actually, and that is why they throwing other names out there. Who do we matchmake him with? They already threw out the name Jorge Linares, which is probably a dangerous fighter. But they feel that they are ready, and I'm talking about Ryan Garcia's team, feels that they are ready for that kind of fight. I believe it. I know Devin Haney and guys like Gervonta Davis are a big threat to, the Ryan Garcia business. So I don't know who else to matchmake him with. Lee Selby, I don't know.
Do you get excited when you hear the
Casual cannot pick out Lee Selby from a motherfucking
I was just going there.
He can't pick him out in the line. You crazy? In the lineup? No way.
Nah. Jorge Linares, I saw him perform against Lomachenko in Madison Square Garden. So that's a good name,
If he's looking too light for these guys, I think these young cats is gonna meet each other sooner than later, man.
They are.
Nah, they gonna have to fight at 40. Like, look.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have to fight at 40.
Haney ain't gonna get to fight everybody, just like Teofimo ain't gonna get to fight everybody. Those two gonna be the first two to move up, in my opinion.
Yeah. I can see Teofimo moving up first for sure. Garcia's still got time, I think, on his body. And I don't think that there's anything that is going to tempt him away from the division at lightweight right this second.
He's still in his infancy, though. Like, that's why they need more fights. He's got 20 fights, 19 fights. Haney's got 25, I think Teofimo has obviously got less because he went the fast route.
Bruh, Ryan Garcia's got braces in his fucking box rec picture. Like, yeah, I think he needs more fights. I'm just saying, like.
Teofimo got 15 though, so it's just, you know, some people just further along than others.
Man, that Fonseca win looks nice though on his resume. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo,
Jason
I mean,
Velez looks nice.
Should we give like a round of applause to Teofimo? He is like the first Honduran ever champion, I'm hearing. That's what I read an article that says he's the first Honduran ever, or is it in his division?
No way, ever?
Or is it just in his division, Doomy? Because that'll be sad for y'all if he's the only champion in all of life of Honduras.
Nah, we done all right in the in the Pan American and in the trials and stuff like that, but we never did nothing huge like this. Like he's the first, bro. Like
so y'all never had a world champion?
Mayorga though, right? Do me?
No, Mayorga I think is from
Mayorga's in Nicaragua, brother. But wait, so
that whole center is the triangle. They call it the triangle. Is Nicaragua, you got Guatemala, Honduras.
So Honduras never had a champ, is what you're saying?
Never had a champion. This is the first champ.
Wow.
Yeah, this is big, man. Yo, yeah, and Honduras backs him up. Like right now, everybody, like you go to Honduras, they know Teofimo, man. And he's doing it. And it'd be dope if we had an undisputed. So keep doing your thing.
Damn, bro. Well, look, man, y'all definitely gotta say that more. You see how Andy right away, his name got big because it was like, oh, first heavyweight from Mexico, and that really picked up some legs. I guess
that was a little different
tiny.
though. We've been waiting, and we've been waiting for a Mexican heavyweight forever, bro. I was literally like 7 years old when I remember it coming out on my local news that what's his name was fighting in South Africa. No, I wasn't 7. I was like 12 when he was fighting in South Africa for a heavyweight title. It was like major news in Corpus. Like, yo, this could be the first ever Mexican heavyweight. And same thing happened when Chris Arreola fought Klitschko. It like came out on my local news. So we had been waiting for that. That was a little bit bigger, a little more build up for that.
Well, AJ's big.
Well,
Teofimo also.
That's true. That's a great point too. That fight was much bigger.
Yeah, Teofimo also represents Brooklyn hard too, though.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna go ahead and say if I'm Eddie, my two are Linares because they mentioned it, and Gamboa if he's healthy, and if not Gamboa, Ray Beltran, Mexico versus. Oh, no, that's Mexico. It ain't even Puerto Rican. We need a Puerto Rican. Ain't got no Puerto Rican for you? Yeah, so I'm going to go. Oh, there you go, Jason Sosa. I said that. All right, boom. So those are my options so we can move on. That's my picks. Reynoso wants 2 fights before Haney. I'm saying Haney. I'm saying Garcia versus Linares. Then Garcia versus Jason Sosa, Mexico versus Puerto Rico, leads them right into the Haney fight.
I think it should be like that, Jorge Linares, and then Robert Easter Jr.
He want to test him before. So you want him to get really tested on his exit fight into a championship fight. Like if it's 2 of the 3, you want Robert Easter to be the 3rd.
Well, he got to put that flag out there, man. He got to fight. He got to show up to the hood, And I think Robert Easter is the hood, and he gonna show up. Ryan Garcia got to show his heart. Especially if you're going to face Gavante in the future.
Where this fight happens, though, like, it ain't going to happen over there. In,
that's a good point, too, that he brought up. Instead of glossing over it, he could do the Mikey route if he takes Robert Easter. Now I like that fight a little bit more because it's like, yo, you know how Mikey ran through the clique and then he tried to get to the top dog and, it ain't work out. But he's still a bad dude. You run through three people in the clique and you don't beat the man, it ain't that bad a thing, you know what I'm saying? You made it to the big boss in the video game, you know what I'm saying?
Like the Last Dragon and shit.
Yeah. You remember that?
Double Dragon.
So if Ryan,
anything with a dragon in it.
Toys.
If Ryan could go through Easter, I like that. Plus, there's a connection that maybe y'all don't know. Obviously, Easter and Haney have a lot of history.
Oh yeah.
A lot of social media history. Haney been calling that boy out since he was like 10-0. And Easter,
but that yeah, I guess you're right.
Easter's been ignoring him.
I don't think anybody really gave it any merit. I wouldn't even use that word. I would just kind of say like, I don't think a lot of people really even took it that serious.
But they didn't. I feel like they didn't.
It was like,
I feel like they didn't take it serious because Haney at the time was fighting in Mexico, and he didn't have
That's
the
what
big.
I'm saying. Yeah,
he didn't have the big
yeah,
name
of course.
promoter. But look at
Yeah.
Teofimo. He got 15 fights with a world championship. So, I'm
All
sure if
saying is that
Haney.
I'm not sure that fight resonates like, oh, bad blood. I mean, it does, but to what level? I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Everything needs to be built. That attention needs to be
Sure.
brought back on it.
You're right.
Those videos easily could resurface. Nothing dies on the internet. They're out there. The beef between Haney and Easter.
Yeah, I think he gotta go. He gotta fight a black fighter, slick fighter.
And that's Gervonta's people.
But he already gonna do that.
Huh?
He already, like, the setup is Haney. So why fight two slick black fighters to get them prepared for one when they not really like?
Well,
Easter doesn't prepare you for Haney, and
neither does Linares prepare you for Haney.
I think so. He's fast as Haney, technically as skilled, or at least in that box with Haney. When you think of the skills of Linares and compare it to Easter, I think most people would say Linares is a bit more technically skilled. I think
I'm gonna go where he's more explosive. Probably.
Yeah, I would say he's more powerful, more dangerous.
I think Easter gives up his height, gives up his reach. How could we put him in the technical box if he ain't doing the fucking fundamentals right?
I mean, I think we're judging him off his last fight, right? I mean, when did we see Rob
what you mean?
pushing forward?
When did we see him, bruh? Richard Comey, the fight with Richard Comey, people thought he lost. That was his world championship fight. He gives up his height every single fight. He never fights tall. He needs to go find like Tommy Hearns trainer. He's wilding. Like, how you 6 feet in the 135-pound division, but you want to crouch down?
How'd you feel about the Javier Fortuna fight? A lot of people didn't, really think that he won that. Some people.
I mean, it was a tight fight. I would have liked one of them to separate themselves, and they didn't. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you ain't separate yourself.
I think Robert East is a good fight for Ryan. I think that's a good fight. I think it's not. I'm not gonna say it's a safe fight. I think that if I'm a matchmaker, I'm not putting too many chips on the table with Robert Easter Jr.
I'm going to be real with you, man.
He's not a knockout.
It's not enough business to realistically get that fight done.
Every once in a while, you get the golden ticket. And right now, Ryan Garcia might just be giving out golden tickets.
Maybe if Robert looks at it that way, if he looks at Ryan as a big fight, instead of looking at Ryan in a disrespectful way, because it could be like, yo, he a prospect. I'm a former world champ. Like, that's how they gonna look at it. Oh, you want me to give him a shot so he could build his name off me? So I don't know if Easter takes that.
I think the golden ticket, that if that money presents itself, I think Robert's gonna be like, you know what, man, I am a former champ. I am experienced.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. How much money is in there? Robert Easter can draw. I mean, in Toledo he can, but Ryan ain't going to Toledo, so that's what I'm saying. Are they gonna pay him? He's a former world champ.
Then how much credit do you give Ryan Garcia if he pulls through with Robert Easter Jr.? You know what I'm saying? If he wins,
I ain't even thinking that far because I'm thinking of the business, man. I'm trying to figure out how that's gonna happen.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, in the business mindset, think about that. Like, if my fighter, how much does my fighter gain by beating a Robert Easter Jr.? Is it worth the investment?
And that's what I'm saying. No. If you Golden Boy, why would you go contact Al, who you sued, sit down on his long ass conversation to then ask to borrow Robert Easter?
So what? In-house shit?
Al's gonna laugh at you, bro. Like, Oscar's gonna sit down and say, Easter Linares. Linares like multiple division world champ. He got more. He's just a bigger name. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He's just a bigger name. Like,
I think it's the smartest play.
If we trying to satisfy the hardcores, I guess Robert Easter, but even that isn't sexy to me. I'm just keeping it real. It's okay.
I don't know. You confused me. You told me you like that route. I thought you said that.
I do like it, but it ain't sexy. Like, Easter. Name one exciting fight he's been in.
So Robert Easter,
yeah,
he fought.
No,
Mikey Garcia.
Exciting. Name an exciting fight he's been in.
With Richard Comey when he
okay. And how many years ago was that?
Maybe 2.
Nah. Hell
more
no.
than that?
Got to be.
He fought Richard Comey, in 2016.
Thank you. And Robert Easter ain't even ranked at 35. Did he move up?
I mean,
let me double check because we over here talking about Robert Easter. He probably moved up. Look, look. Robert Easter at 140, man. He moved up.
He out the question.
I mean, he might come down for Ryan, but again, he might also feel disrespected. Like, Ryan got 20 fights. Robert Easter, former world champ. He been in the ring.
Yeah, but guess what? He wins if he beats Ryan Garcia.
What'd he win?
Celebrity status.
I mean, that's the thing. Right now, everyone's waiting to see, is Ryan this star that we think he is? He ain't had that. Yo, what's up with y'all?
That ain't me.
Yo, do me.
Yeah. My phone just turned on. That was so weird.
Yeah, you know what that is, man. You know what that is. Yo, tune in tomorrow. Untitled gonna be crazy. Y'all seen the 2 articles I sent y'all?
Yeah,
the chip. Don't say nothing. That's it. That's it.
Don't stop the rock.
And the TikTok. That's crazy. TikTok crazy. Tune in to Untitled, man. We talk more than just boxing. Check us out. Patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. But yeah, man, back to the matter at hand. I think we need to wrap this up, move it on to the next topic. Like I said, I'm good with Sosa and Linares. Enrique, you said Easter and Linares, and Doomy, you want Easter and who?
Lee Selby.
Wow.
Dude, you want Easter and Lee Selby?
Yeah, because it's got to be 2.
For trajectory, you know what I'm saying?
It's got to be 2 fights. It's got to be 2 because Reynoso said he need 2 before Haney.
I don't know who Lee Selby. How does Lee Selby prepare him for Haney? Like, what's Lee Selby's style?
Selby's a good technical boxer. He ain't got no power though.
You know, my investment ain't too.
He's a mover. He's a bit of a mover. You know, like feinty kind of guy. You know, but he ain't all that. Like he shit the bed, right? I think he lost to Kamagai or was that McDonald? I think I'm confusing him with McDonald. My bad. I think it was James McDonald or McDowell, some shit that lost to Kamagai.
Se cagó la cama and shit.
Not Kamagai. Am I saying that wrong too? What's the Kometa? One of the Kometa brothers. Yo, who was it that lost to the Kometas? Is it McDowell or is it Selby?
McDowell.
Okay. So who did Selby lose to? I know he beat.
He lost to Warrington. Selby lost to Warrington.
Only 1 loss? No way.
No, he has 2 losses, but the first one is like I think 2007, 2008.
Because I know he beat Douglas, but that was by the hairs on his chinny chin.
Yeah, no, but he only has 2 losses, and only one of them's like has any real merit today.
Let's check. Yes, we gonna click on him.
Click.
Oh shit! He fighting George Cambroso.
Yeah. Trey been saying it on the chat.
I saw that on his.
What?
That's
what
it was.
We gonna have Cambroso on. I think like Thursday, one of these Thursdays this month. Oh look, and I was trying to give him the Haney. See, I was trying to give him the Haney. Damn. I mean, Cambroso fame is that he been sparring with Pacquiao for like 7 years now. I hope he as good as they say he was, because you know he been sparring with Pacquiao for all his life. It looked like, but
Mickey Bay.
Selby lost to. Wow, he lost to some dude nobody ever heard of back in the day, and then his only other loss is like you said,
Warrington.
Josh Warrington.
That's really the only one that should count.
Nah, come on, bro. Just because you got a loss early, we don't erase it, my man. Someone beat you.
Yeah, but just because you got a loss early doesn't have any definition on what you are. Look at Pacquiao.
But who said that? All I did was mention it.
I'm not saying that we erase it from his record.
No, you just said don't count it.
You have to count it as something, like as what?
Brother, as a loss.
Okay, that's cool. Then yeah, that's fine.
He said don't mess with UK, dog.
Nah, he want to change definitions for them. He like, what you want to count that loss as? Like, I don't know, loss.
I mean, all I did was give you the Pacquiao thing. You know, I think you can understand what I'm trying to say is that, the Warrington loss is significant, but it doesn't. I mean, for all we know, Warrington is one of the best featherweights of all time.
I hear you, man. Listen, let's double up this Floyd topic, right? Because we got a Floyd video game topic. Plus, you guys were all sleeping like little babies on Saturday, so y'all didn't get to talk Floyd turn into an official trainer.
I know, man.
So,
I can't believe you did that without us.
So, yeah, you guys could, I guess, start on the official trainer. I've already given my thoughts over the weekend. Yeah, man, what do you think about Floyd saying that he wants to be a trainer? And he is training, and in the quotes, it's actually like something. I'm paraphrasing because I did this show Saturday, but it was something like him. Hold on a minute. So yeah, it's something like him basically saying that he's gonna start from the bottom with people that haven't fought.
He was training his nephew, and he was just going along the lines.
Nephew and son, but the quote says that he's working with people in the gym that have never fought before, and they gonna grow together. I'm saying, fuck all that never fought before, man. We got Wild out there. You said you wanted it. You got the code. If you train Wilder, he could beat Fury. Then we got Andy Ruiz needs a trainer.
That's when you was already getting inklings of his itch.
Hold on. So then we got Andy Ruiz that needs a trainer. We know he still hasn't made a trainer decision. Then who else I mentioned needs a trainer? Fuck, Gervonta Davis. He's still on the shade room putting underneath pictures how he gonna smack a girl and then got caught smacking a girl. So it's like he needs a trainer. He needs some guidance. Broner said he wants to come back and doing the comeback, and he think he could get back to 135. Who better to bring him back than Big Bruh? That was my angle.
That's a great angle. I agree with like Wilder seeing, but then it's a big piece of money getting lost. If Floyd is your trainer, he gonna want that top.
Dog, you already rich, man. You either want this win or you want this loss and a check. I mean, because if you win today, you gonna win tomorrow.
That's true too. I could see like Big Bro looking real good with Broner in Broner's corner and same with Gavante, But what about Kevin Ford? What happened with that and Gavante? Calvin Ford.
I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm gonna say what people is afraid to say. Like, what you mean? What happened with Calvin Ford? When they asked him why he ain't make weight, he like, all my other fighters made weight. So he cleaning his hands of the situation. We need a trainer that's gonna get in the trenches with the fighter. Obviously, Gervonta's not that type of fighter. He ain't Andre Ward. You can't just, tell him what to do and he gonna do it. This ain't a self-parking car. You gonna need a trainer, like on Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Is right there on the bike next to you while you running. He on the bike. That's what Andy Ruiz need. That's what certain fighters need.
Yo, with Mayweather's IQ and as much as all these years that he's been in boxing, man, he if he could put that boxing brain in any of these fighters, it'd be crazy if he could do it to Deontay Wilder. I think that's a great idea. Just I know you got to develop the skill, I guess, as a coach, but like, I mean, to him, I don't think it'd be that. I mean, as far as holding mitts, maybe things like that, but like as far as like guiding your fighter and knowing what works in the ring, whew, he's a fountain of knowledge.
I'm gonna go the other way. I like that he is starting off with people that have zero professional fights. I think that's really cool, like the idea of them like kind of growing together, because they're gonna help him grow as a trainer. He's gonna help them grow as a whatever. He's going to help their career. They're going to help his, and it's going to be more about teaching than anything else. For him to insert himself into a camp, I'm not saying he couldn't help. For sure he can. I mean, honestly, I'm not ready. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting really close. I think in another 10 years, I'll be saying that Floyd Mayweather was the greatest ever. Right now, I still got Sugar Ray Robinson up there. I probably got Leonard up there before him too. But that day's going to come. I'm pretty sure it's going to come.
Well, he also said it's going to come. He also said it's going to come in training.
For sure.
He said it's also going to in training. He said that they're going to call him the best trainer of all time too.
Yeah, listen, and that I think very well could be, but where he's going to make his bones, I wouldn't even say that, because you're right. If he were to get in there, help Wilder beats Fury in the third fight, yeah, that would be
success.
Incredible.
Instant
that would just
success.
be the most monumental thing that ever happened in sports.
Overnight.
But I don't think that's as likely as Floyd Mayweather Jr. taking his role as a advisor, role as a manager, role as a trainer, role as a coach so serious that he starts to implement it on the younger generation coming up, I think his success would be phenomenal.
I think
that might be the hard route, but it'd be the route that matters most.
Yo, you're forgetting, Mario, that Floyd Mayweather is like, he is, when they say, yo,
he is
I
boxing.
Eat shit. Yeah, when they say I eat, sleep, shit, boxing, piss it, that's who Floyd Mayweather is. You don't know. His conversation and out the hard day, I bet you, is boxing, sex, money. Boxing, sex, money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If
probably
not, it's boxing, money.
Sprinkle a little travel. It looked like he liked to travel.
Travel. It ain't. So
some
he got
fashion, I think, in there.
He got the boxing dialogue with any fighter that he could connect with.
Yeah, let's not forget, 3 days ago, 2 days in a row, he was in the gym at 2 something in the morning.
Yeah, and I was gonna go with that too. You know, he could also like discipline his fighters. Like, yo, we waking up at 3.
Yeah.
So now there ain't no going out. They're going out on Friday night. It's fucking 3 a.m. Friday morning.
And let's not forget, it's Floyd. Like, if Floyd took, because Floyd's mentored, he's been in people's ear before. That's different. But if he took the time out to be your trainer, and he's like, yo, youngin', when I did it, we trained at midnight because we fought at midnight. I was the main event. You want to be the main event? Well, train at night with me. And you go, why would you say no? Man. Why would you say no? Like, this ain't Buddy McGirt. Not no disrespect to him, but it just, no one is Floyd. No one is Floyd.
His blueprint is proven already. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
His formula's proven until you know, someone
look
does
again,
different.
I want to make it clear. I'm not saying that you're wrong. Like, that couldn't work out. I'm just thinking in a realistic sense. Like, Floyd Mayweather, like, who would he go out of his way for like that? He would go out of his way like that.
Well, I'm gonna send some
family.
shots.
Hold on, real quick. For family, I think for sure he would do everything that you're saying and go in as hard as he would, and do what Enrique wanted him to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, really focus on somebody's career. I think he would do that for family for sure. You know, what's he going to get out of doing it for these other guys? Building a lineage as a trainer. I mean, I guess, sure, I could see that, but he's not going to do it for the money.
No, bro.
Like, he's going to make trainer money. And he's gonna laugh at that shit.
You're right, but you're wrong.
To anybody, but I'm just saying, like,
bro.
He thinks of it different.
You're right, but you're wrong. You didn't read the quotes, bro. He's inspired by his uncle. His uncle passing. Remember, he just had 2 deaths in 2 weeks. Then his daughter went to jail for a stabbing, and I seen articles saying she's facing up to 90 years. So I won't laugh at that because I'm not from whatever state they at. I know guidelines change state to state. You know, our law is different from, you know, Delaware and different from Texas.
I feel you.
So,
I feel you. But look. Wouldn't that to you make it more obvious that he would do this for his family over a big time superstar?
No.
To me, it's like, yo, you lost your uncle, you lost these people that are close to you. So, like, you want family to be closer. You would want to bring family in more. Like, I don't know. That's
I would Google the quotes, man. I mean, I think they're still on his Instagram. I could probably pull it up because
if we really think about it, he's been a coach, right? Because a lot of the Mayweather stable has always, you know, received, you know, advice from the champ. You know, Floyd's been around. Yep. Yeah, he's been around these guys all along. You know that Floyd's always in there in the gyms or whatever, and he always has his 2 cents. So
for sure,
I think that where Mario's going too is like I dig it. You know, he's gonna have to. I mean, not have to, but he's gonna want to grow with whoever he starts up with right now. You know what I'm saying? Sort of like, you know, he grew in skill with his uncle and his dad. You know, it was something that was just achieved over time, and I mean, you just never know who in the family is really gonna want to box though. So we can't really say that he would do it more for a family member, because at the end of the day, is who wants it? You know what I'm saying? It could be just some.
He could choose. He could choose, but that ain't how it works. Like, you know what I mean? It's about the work ethic. But let me just read this real quick. This is from 3 days ago.
Okay, real quick before you do, I just want to amend it to include what Alex said. I think that he'd be better off with family first and foremost, but I think he'd be better off with a young fighter, whether that's family or not. Somebody coming into the gym that's looking to build, that he sees something in, that I would think that would just be way better than picking Deontay Wilder or
like
Ruiz or something, where it's just like this thing where, the egos get attached. I don't know. Go ahead.
No, listen.
Egos do get attached.
Listen, you're right. And he went your route. Like, he doesn't want, I mean, not that he doesn't want, but he said he's training people that have never fought. Because I guess he wants to build his name. I threw out those big names because those big names, 2 of them are in need, right? Like, Gervonta and Broner are in need to get their shit back on track. And then the other 2 are semi-looking. But, and I quote, "This is my first day working with my 14-year-old nephew. I have no slug boy Chris, who has absolutely no boxing experience at all. And this is my second time doing mitt work. The first time was with my oldest son, King Karan, which you may have seen I recently posted. As many of you know, I've had incredible trainers, which include my dad and uncle. Due to recent passing of my Uncle Roger, I felt inspired to help those around me the same way they've been there for me throughout my boxing career. In a time where we must distance ourselves from others, it has allowed me to reflect on how I want to make a difference in people's lives and help them achieve their goals. A true trainer wants the best out of their fighter and pushes them to the best of their abilities. I am new to helping people train, as I've been on the other side of the mitts. A fighter could be impressive at the mitt work, but it doesn't make him a great fighter. A trainer could be impressive on the mitts, but it doesn't make him a great trainer. It has to become a goal of mine to help others reach the best versions of themselves, and I want to walk with it in confidence. I want to leave an impression on those around me and allow them to see their potential. This quarantine period has allowed me to see the importance of unity and helping others grow. I want to do my part on this earth and allow people to see the potential in themselves so that they can share it with the world. I am new at training, and so far I've been working with people with no boxing experience. Therefore, we are growing together, but I promise you, I will be one of the best trainers in the world. Inspire and be inspired." So again, it ain't about money, man. It ain't about money. You needed to read the quotes to understand that. I just wanted that to be felt so that people understand, I just don't want us to think right away, old Floyd, because I want us to remember that he has 2 big deaths on his mind 21 days ago, within 21 day span, let's say. So I just don't want anyone to call in ignorantly or even one of the hosts to say ignorantly, like, "Oh man, this is just Floyd. He just want to shot." Like, life could be put into perspective with many things. This could be his testimony.
I mean, I felt it when you read it. I didn't read it like that much. I didn't read it at all, actually. I just saw it and I read the first line or 2. But, him saying the distancing, also reflecting, because everybody's going through that, and then him helping others. You never hear Floyd say helping others like that, at least. So that kind of made me feel it like, oh, wow, he's serious. And he also mentioned about, being on the opposite side and looking good on it doesn't mean that you're that great as a trainer. So you got to respect it because he's respecting it as well. I think that he goes out there and does work with a Broner or does work with a Gervonta. And, those are his fighters, right? Wouldn't we say that? They fight for Team MT.
I mean, let me take a quick shot. Since he being a trainer, he need to go ahead and check in with Rolly, because Rolly posted a picture on a scale at like 178, and ain't he like 122-pound fighter or some craziness?
Nah, he ain't 122. He the same weight as Ryan Garcia.
So 135.
I thought it was 130. I thought it was 130.
Let's just Google it. Let's just Google it because my man too heavy.
Shit. That means under quarantine, he's eating.
What's his name?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah, what is Rolly's first name? I was going to ask you.
Oh, Argelio, some crazy shit.
I'm gonna just put Rolly's boxer. Let's see how popular he is.
He gonna pull up.
Yo, was I the only one that
It do
dropped off
pull
just
up.
now?
It do pull up. Yeah, you
And
the only one.
Rolando.
You the only one that dropped off, Mr. No Internet.
Got it.
Rolando. Where's he from?
Yo,
this dude might be Dominican on the low.
Yeah, I think he is Dominican.
He might be Dominican on the low. Check this name out. Rolando Florienzo.
Nah,
Romero. Listen to this. If he ain't Dominican, bruh, something is up. My man's name is Rolando Florencio Romero Moreno.
He's a rap.
Yo, what the fuck?
Oh,
That's one ball right there.
Damn, my man
Yo,
is.
he's fought as high as 140 though.
Yo, and as low as 132. So,
let me tell you.
So he need to check in.
He's the gym sparring legend.
Brandon said he from Vegas, dog. That's where he lived. That ain't his nationality.
I thought he was Mexican.
He could be, I guess. Moreno.
Yeah, he could be.
Moreno, but I don't know. That Romeo Moreno, that combination of Romeo Moreno, that shit sound Dominican as hell.
That sound like a bachata star.
Hell,
bro.
word is God. That shit, yo, it is, because Romeo is Romeo. He got that in his name, Rolando Felencio. Yo, it's Florencio, actually. I actually spoke to him. Like 2 days ago and shit. He like, I don't want to do no boxing interviews right now, dog. I'm like,
Yo, I think he saw the number on the scale. He just got sad.
Yeah, he like, I don't want to do no boxing interviews right now, man. I'm just chilling right now, you know. I'm just chilling. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm like,
yo, that's a kid that I can respect. Yeah, I can respect the skills, bro. Why he hasn't gotten like a quicker pace, bro? I don't know what he been doing. Like,
well, real quick though, to get back to the main topic before we move on to it, or from it, here's the thing. I read the quotes and I thought to myself, like, whoa, this is something that, like, this is. I feel like every trainer maybe gets their itch. And I feel like, whoa, this could be that thing for him because, you know, we've seen Floyd for years, like Dumi brought it up. You know, he's been in training camps. He's been a trainer. I mean, essentially the only difference between what he would do now and what he's already done is actually sit corners. You know what I mean? And to me, that is like the missing link between him. And it's not just that, it's managing, you know what I'm saying? It's giving advice, you know, like everything. You being like an Andre Ward type, but a trainer also, you know, even though Andre Ward does spend time training as well, but you be that type of guy, like that's a full circuit type of guy. And if anybody is up to that type of challenge, it's Floyd Mayweather Jr. You know what I'm saying? And anybody needs that, it's young fighters.
Let me just remind you guys still got to touch, we all got to touch on the second Mayweather topic.
True, man. It's virtual fucking
he's getting
reality.
his face.
He's getting real, bro.
He's the future.
He's getting
his...
No, give out the facts first, jerk-offs.
Champ! Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mario.
Right. Go ahead. You go.
FaceBank is going to be, you know, airing a simulated Floyd Mayweather Jr. fights with the technology help from FaceBank. You interested in fights from the future? Could this ever be viable? Yada, 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 right?
Damn, that's kind of cool, though.
Because what's going on is that, bro, like this virtual reality, I don't know if you ever put on a virtual reality headset.
Yeah.
Like shit, the shit looks fucking crazy, man. And some of this shit is fucking crazy. So it's I thought.
But FaceBank does so the company that's actually helping them to get these simulations done is FaceBank. They're using this technology to create their avatars. They have like a lot of different stuff. So I don't know if it's like only going to be that type of stuff, like the headset simulation, or if it's going to be on like a maybe grander scale. Like, well, there's not a lot of detail on it yet as far as that goes.
Well, check this out. They said that it was going to be better than 4K, better than anything you've ever seen. It's going to be like next level virtual, you know, and the
I
only
don't
thing
play
I can
video
think of
games, man.
Me and
Enrique sleep
like a hologram, dog.
Hell yeah, that would be dope.
Yo, remember Real Steel? Like the movie with the robots? And
yeah. That's a great movie.
Like this is like it in a crazy sci-fi setting, right? Like imagine like we have to like stay in for a while and like this is like the future of fighting and shit.
I think that is gonna be the future, honestly. Like I think we're gonna get to Well, because I think we're going to get to a point where we understand the brain the most, and we realize that, like, I don't know. I think society is going to get to that point where, like, football is done. Like, I'm not saying now or anytime soon. I just think, like, I mean, we evolve. You know what I'm saying? So if we evolve so much for our survival, essentially, we're going to start to, like, do away with things that hurt us. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think this could be something like that happened, like, for our great grandkids.
What are you talking about? Virtual reality or robots fighting robots?
I'm
getting
anything that takes humans out.
I'm getting a crazy idea, Kaz. I'm thinking like they would like put like a suit on, like let's say for example Mayweather, they'll put a suit on Canelo.
Yo.
And like virtually
shit.
off with sensors.
Like Matrix shit?
Yeah, like with sensors. You know how they do like the movies with the
That's
sensors?
corny, though. That's corny. That sound corny.
Nah, that's dope.
That sound corny because
why it
the
sound
backstory, the backstory got to be about a human and his capabilities. That's why they have Vada and Wada. Stop, man. You imagining right now like you a grader. Yo, I'd rather see like about like the kid from Mexico who used to sell ice cream, or the Filipino that sold cigarettes and became world champion. Clean. That's a way better story.
Right. Don't nobody want to see robots.
So whole virtual reality when you was talking about that,
it was a theory, Kaz. You got all emotional and shit.
Nah, it just sounds crazy.
Don't take away human jobs.
Yeah, it's like no. He's union right now. He went union on me and shit. Like,
it's like build a wall over Silicon Valley.
The goggles, though, the headset where you like turn your head right and you see something.
Yeah.
I remember they were speaking about like you were able to like buy a ticket to like the floor at the Knicks court, you know, at the Madison Square Garden and watch the Knicks. And if you look to the right, you're sitting right next to Spike Lee. You know what I mean? So that would be dope. Like you buy ringside tickets, you're able to get up, you see Floyd Mayweather right there, you know? That would be dope. I like that idea. If that's
so you trip.
But it's real though. It's the fight going on at that time. So like if you're sitting next to like some random person also. Yeah. Okay, cool. Got you.
But the camera is actually there. They have like those virtual reality,
Yeah. Do you remember when they did that for Jacobs and Quillen? Was it Peter Quillen and Jacobs? You remember they did that?
So have the real fight going on, but you're virtually there.
You're virtually there.
That sounds cool. Yeah.
They did that for Quillen and go ahead. I'm sorry.
They did it for Quillen and Jacobs. I don't remember if it was Quillen or Jacobs.
Yeah, but they ain't do that. They did a 360.
Yeah, 360, which is what.
Yeah, but you could move your phone and it would show you different spots in the arena.
Yeah, but it was different. It was a 360 camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now, that was on YouTube. So now, what Doomy's talking about, what he read, what you read is better than 4K. Is like you actually in the arena. I don't know if you could get up and go to the bathroom, you know what I'm saying, in the arena, but I'm sure you could like look left and right and down and up and see the fight live. And you probably got to pay actual real ticket price if, let's just say, now this is a hypothetical, if the boxing now became, events became still banned, right?
Cash, they said that they're going to resemble short films. Like, these virtual fights are going to resemble short films. Like, what do you think they mean by that?
That mean it's going to have a storyline. It'll be a short story, and then you see the winner, and then, that's the ending.
I think that means that the fights are going to be shot theatrically. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not going to be like a fight like we would see on HBO. It's going to be a fight we'd see on HBO on the movie Rocky or Creed. You know what I'm saying?
I
don't know.
Because theatrically,
I just think that's what they meant.
Theatrically,
I can't believe we still talking about this video game.
Bro, if you don't watch it, you cannot watch it, and I promise people are gonna watch it. I promise people are gonna watch it.
I thought it was a ticket.
Nobody ain't even watch. Nobody we listen to, or rather, no one that calls into this show mentioned the World Boxing Super Series
because we didn't keep mentioning it. Nah, hell no. There were like 2 or 3 people that mentioned it, and me and Doomy interacted with them. Nobody else did, so then nobody felt inclined to bring it up. But you better believe I've seen some of the Twitter handles that from this show clicking likes and sharing that stuff. It was pretty cool.
So if we can't go to the arena, right, and they sell you a ticket, and you put on goggles to watch the fight, but you still like in section 200 seat number 50.
As good as the first thing you built. Why not just sell that one thing and not be a dick to the rest of us that can't afford it? So it's like it becomes a luxury at that point. Like either you can afford to go to, you know, the Laker game, the Knick game, or the boxing match electronically, or you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like some people are going to start to go to like fucking the moon and shit, and they're going to be able to afford it. I can't. So to me, it's just like one of those things, like being on the Titanic or some shit. Like that wouldn't have been me. I couldn't have got there. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Yo, but what if somebody bootlegs it? You know
that
what I'm saying? So
scalping virtual tickets, scalping virtual tickets.
So now, cause look, if I buy goggles, right, and I'm gonna watch a fight from a seat, who I'm gonna watch it with? I gotta be with my friend or somebody.
Yeah, fuck yeah, that's the point. Yeah.
So how do we share the goggle?
I would rather
everybody gotta have their own.
Like you could tap in, like maybe like you could buy something where like 8 people can tap into your feed, like AirPods. You know what I'm saying? Like if you both have AirPods on, you can share with that person. Maybe you could like share with up to like 5 to 10 people. I don't know. Yo, we need to stop giving these people ideas.
I think for economical reasons, all the virtual tickets should be ringside tickets because it's goggles. You know what I mean? So it's
that's what I'm saying.
So it's like, why not give everybody press front row next to celebrities that really aren't there? Like that's how you sell the tickets even more. And you don't never leave. Like for a guy like me that doesn't like to leave home, I'd rather watch the fights. That's perfect for me. I'm ringside virtually.
But how do you sit down with your boys and have a whole boxing conversation during the fight?
I mean, the same way you play any video game with your boys online, bro. Everybody got to log in. That's it. That's not gonna be the
headset. I think
everybody got their own goggles. You in your house, I'm in my house.
Cheaper. Listen, and that would make it cheaper per pay-per-view. Like if you could only have it on this one thing, like you know what I'm saying, like that wouldn't that make it cheaper for pay-per-view? They're trying to get individual people to buy it.
Nah, because you got your seat next to
Oh, okay,
J-Lo.
so it's still a big. It's still too big.
They gotta
of a luxury.
pay J-Lo liking,
Gotcha.
her likeness, and
So
but it
it's
would
like-
be
Okay,
it would be
I
one
understand.
seat only because they have to put a camera on every seat, and that probably costs thousands.
Yeah, I
of
was gonna
dollars.
say it's like little robots with cameras walking around and shit, and like interacting for you and shit. Nah, like
You
yeah,
can't get a concession stand,
Like you should make that shit to me like cheap. Like I don't think it should cost as much as a pay-per-view. I think it should cost cheaper. Because they're not giving you the goggles and shit. It's just something you're accessing. You feel what I'm saying? So it should be cheaper, right?
Nah, it'll be
I don't know. Let's move on though. That video game should taking too long, bro.
Yo, we're taking like Westworld rides over here.
went
And this is
up.
like
that shit
Yo.
ain't never happened.
Yo.
First of all, it's just a simulated fight. Y'all took it to the next level on buying tickets and all this shit.
yeah, we got Untitled on.
Y'all made your own, subject. But
Yo,
look, man, we
went
talking
crazy.
Haney. We talking Haney and Lopez, right? And the reason we talking Haney Lopez is because Devin Haney came out on social media yesterday, and that was probably right after Eddie Reynoso said they needed time. Haney came out and posted this. I'm screen sharing so you can join us on YouTube or rather Patreon. So he came out and posted this, and he said, when you, and in quotes, put so-called don't fight nobody, it's one thing if nobody wants to fight you. It's another thing. I bet 7 figures on myself against anybody in my division. Hashtag Boogeyman. Well, it didn't take too long for the young Honduran and champion to come out and say, shut the fuck up, kid. Damn, you annoying. So, look, I know this is just Twitter beef, and it's a fight that probably won't happen anytime soon because of streets and plans, but these are the two most willing fighters, right? Like these are the two that have shown they'll fight anyone. Other guys are like, yo, don't send me an offer, you a B-side. Yo, you need me. Like these guys are not talking like that, and they've had some beef. These guys have sparred, and each of them say different things about the sparring. Both are world champions. You know, DAZN wants to build up the Garcia Haney fight, but obviously Garcia's not ready. His trainer just told us that. These two men are full champions. You know, Haney's been elevated back to, reinstated his WBC status, and obviously Teofimo is IBF. Now, there's a lot of rumbling that he might not fight Lomachenko. He just did an article where he said, and I'm paraphrasing on a quote, but he said something like, I'm going to stay busy, even if it's not Lomachenko. So, like, what happened? You know, I thought they were fighting. I thought that's why they dropped the belt. They didn't want to fight Haney because they had this whole thing set up with quote-unquote Teofimo. I don't know, because here's something else. You know, Haney knows what's going on, and this is Haney talking straight to, Vasil that never answered. But Haney's like, let's fight back in January 2019. And then last Sunday, he like, I heard Lopez is trying to back out the fight, Loma Haney will generate millions. So, again, Haney wants to fight them. It's up to them to say yes. His promoter is there. He entertained the Broner fight. Broner wants $20 million. I don't get why people want to do so much to fight Haney. Like, I want to fight you. All right, give me 20 and I'll fight you. Okay. I want to fight you, but give me 4 fights and I'll fight you. It's like, oh, okay. I want to fight you, but not right now. I'm going to get out this tournament and go get that IBF belt. Okay. So, like, what's up? What do they know that we don't know? Like, why is Haney? Because I'm starting to look like he's starting to look like everybody's ducking him. It's starting to look like he's really the boogeyman. I mean, he didn't use the hashtag for nothing, right? Like, he put hashtag boogeyman right here. And again, your boy Teofimo Lopez was in the WBC tournament. He could have fought Haney. He chose not to. Cool, he got the belt. He beat a legitimate champion. He beat him in sexy fashion. So, people that's not me don't say the truth. But the truth is, he was supposed to fight Haney, and he chose to get out that tournament. The truth is, Haney wants Broner, and Broner talking 20. The truth is, Haney wants Mikey Garcia, and Mikey talking Pacquiao. The truth is, Vasil Lomachenko accepted franchise status, and his promoter filled out for it. They asked for that. So, I don't know.
They all busy, man. That's what it sounds like.
I wouldn't normally report on just like tweets, but when you get inducted this blatantly.
I mean, but like, why he ain't come back straight to the Javier Fortuna fight? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you brought that up, because that's exactly what he was trying to do. He got reinstated as champion, and he wanted to fight Javier Fortuna, because that's his mandatory. Javier Fortuna's trainer came out and publicly ducked and said, no, we got a contract. We're going to fight Luke Campbell. We're going to pray that the WBC maybe gives us an interim title, and then the winner can face Haney down the line. But it would be great. It would be tremendous to put Haney on the undercard as well and do a little WBC tournament. Get the fuck out of here with your ducking. That's just a long-winded duck. That's just a long-winded duck. No, it's a long-winded duck. It's the same promoter that ducked Plant, though. Plant got the video on his Instagram where he's like shocked that Plant did what he did. And then he's like, no, we're not ready for that fight with Benavidez right now. Benavidez got to fight so-and-so. So it's like promoters are always going to do what's in the best interest for them.
But timing is everything.
Now it's timing.
You can't expect the Javier Fortuna to just say, "Oh yeah, I'll fight you." He got Luke Campbell now. Now he got a camp. He had everything strategically in place for that. So I can see where.
So now we get in boxing to win interim titles.
Nah,
definitely
not.
So why you don't want to fight the full champ? Why you don't want to fight the full champ? You rather fight for a fake belt? Matter of fact, it ain't no belt on the line. Remember, there ain't no belt. Lewickovic said he's gonna petition to the WBC to get an interim on the line. Shit is ridiculous.
So this is what it feels like.
2020 is like the year of make the interim hot.
It feels like let us get this possible W before we take a likely L. Like, that's just the way it is. Like, that's the way it sounds. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why a lot of people won't rock with it. And I don't think that we should have to put up with it. Is it fair? Like, I can't call it. I can see both sides. I mean, that's a big problem people have with me is I see both ends of it. I understand why Javier Fortuna's camp would be upset. I understand why Devin Haney has an excellent claim. But to me, let's just boil it down to brass tacks. Who are the two best fighters? That's who fights over your belt. We don't need no interim belts. Like, there are already too many to have us petitioning over who gets an interim title. Like, that's crazy talk. Like, the simple fact is they're saying, let us get a W before we guarantee an L for us. That's where I'm at with it.
That's where he's at. So
I want to know where Doomy at.
Yeah, where Doomy at?
Because this your man. Your man's coming out, saying, shut the fuck up, kid. You annoying.
I'm already at the, I look, they already sparred and all that. You guys know the backstory and all that. But like, my man Tio, he's already, he knows what it is already. You know what I'm saying? He's obviously felt him out in the ring and all that. And he feels a certain type of way too. Like he kind of ducked, Javier Fortuna, he was outspoken about it. And he ain't really worried about that.
How could you duck Javier Fortuna with a shoulder injury? Now you heal your injury and you trying to fight him and Fortuna want to go another route. And you still, you physically sitting here saying, well, I mean, you got the plans. I mean, it's okay. I mean, come on, bro. Is this some, are you really doing Honduran bias? Is he really doing Honduran bias right now?
Nah, but like, what am I to say? He said, shut the fuck up. You're getting annoyed. I mean, what else am I going to say about what he said to him? He ain't really beat. He had his eyes set on Lomachenko, and Lomachenko's apparently
you chose to go down that, he ducked Fortuna route. Like, I ain't expect that from you.
He was outspoken about it. Here's the way he felt. I'm not necessarily that I totally agree whether the injury was that serious or not. I don't know. Obviously, Haney had to go to therapy and all that, and again, fighters fight injured all the time.
I mean, so he ain't had time yesterday. He got to time today. He trying to fight. Your man don't want to fight. He's really my man because he's Dominican.
The DR fighters, bro. They take off a little bit, bro, and he wasn't ready. He was probably gordo or whatever. Like, we don't know if this because he's fighting Luke Campbell. Like, he had a viable reason. He ain't just ducking. He was so anxious to fight him. Now he ducking. It's like, I don't think there's that much novella with what they saying. I'm pretty sure they wanted to fight, and some people felt like maybe Haney wasn't as injured as he was putting out to be, but I'm not saying it. I'm not a doctor. I don't know nothing, but these are things that are talked about in the shadows of the sport, behind closed doors, camps or whatever, gyms or whatever, they see what's going on. But at the same time, he's coming back ready to go, and he just expects Javier Fortuna to land on the ring ready to go for him. And it's like, he got other plans, champ.
That's and where you at with it.
But what do you mean other plans, though?
He interrupted.
But why are you respecting them other plans? I'm Dominican, and Javier can't get no pass, bro. If you get a title shot, take the title shot. It ain't like this is Demetrius Andrade and you don't get paid to fight him. Like, this Devin Haney, he's one of the zone stars. He's one of the youngest kids. Remember, I don't even think there's another dude his age that got to deal with the zone. Like, he got to deal with the zone. It's a co-promotion. It ain't what Ryan got. Ryan signed to a promoter that got a deal. Haney got his own deal. So let's stop acting like he don't bring money to the table. A fight with Haney's big. Remember, his promoter was entertaining. He was entertaining Broner. Broner asked for 20. He got in his DMs like, yo, let's talk realistically. Haney's a star to them. They backing him.
So let's just go with the notion then that, Javier Fortuna really doesn't want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? That he's ducking him now. Like, all right, so if it's like that, you got to protect your investments, whether they champs or contenders or whatever they may be, whatever position they playing. Like, Javier Fortuna's probably feels like, okay, I'm going to get another payday with Luke Campbell, and I got a better chance at winning, and I'm not going to fucking, dilute my name, because at the end of the day, you're as good as your last fight. If he goes in there and gets demolished by Haney, his stock kind of goes down. You feel me? As having those opportunities or whatever.
That's how I look at it.
It does. It does. But this is the thing. Is Fortuna, and look, I would love for my Dominican brethren to go to the UK, beat Luke Campbell, get more popular, get more money to fight Devin Haney and beat Devin Haney. But do we really think that? Like, does he really think he could beat Luke Campbell? I'm not saying that he can't. I'm just saying that's a tough fight. That's a dangerous fight. It ain't like it's a bag and you going to pick it up and it's a can you about to tip over and then come pick up and fight Haney. That ain't it. Luke Campbell's a serious fight. It's a serious fight. So you're going to jeopardize a world title shot to maybe lose to Luke Campbell in the UK under some, man, oh, man, I'm telling you.
Yo, he gave Robert Easter a fucking, a hard fight, man. I'm thinking like, something like him and Haney would make, an interesting matchup, because of the defensive styles or whatever that they be bringing.
It was going to be Haney's toughest fight, bro. It's Haney's toughest fight till date. Haney hasn't fought anyone with the power and the awkwardness of Fortuna, with the not ring IQ, but the level of experience that he's been in there on the world stage, He's got names under his belt. He had good rounds with, with Omar Douglas and guys like Robert Easter and, he's knocked out guys like, Yandel Evans, he's been in the ring. I think he even fought, he might have fought Orlandito de Valle. I'm not 100% sure, but might have.
Yo, where does Teofimo Lopez go now and shit? Like, where does he go?
Bro, come on, he's with Top. He's with Top Rank. They gonna find him another fucking. What's the dude that he was fighting from Fast and the Furious?
What you mean?
Han. He was fighting Han. Remember Han fucked him up and shit. Everybody got off the Teofimo train.
Masayoshi Nakatani.
There you go.
Yeah, nah.
Yo,
nah.
but what you saying though? Because I think Teofimo is good.
Me too.
I think he could give it to Lomachenko.
Me too.
But you saying now he got his ass whipped?
Nah, he just.
I'm saying he got touched up in that Hong fight.
I mean, Linares touched up Lomachenko in that fight.
Sure did.
It's like, yo, it's what it is, Kaz. Like, you can't get touched up in boxing because all of a sudden it's like you ain't the truth.
Nah, Linares is a name.
Touched up yet because he ain't had no competition.
Yo, Enrique, Linares is a name that you know how to pronounce. Who Teofimo got touched up by?
Yo, but like,
all right.
Like, yo, y'all don't give too much light to my man's from
It would have been all right if you would have just let it ride a little bit more, so we could have heard that silence just a little bit longer.
The violin playing, nah, yo,
needed them crickets on point right there, like.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, my Asian and all my fighters from the West don't be getting the credibility. Like, yo, he's a tough fighter. You know what I'm saying? No matter which way you want to look at it, the guy was a tough fighter. And maybe, damn, champ.
All on there, like, fuck it. Beer pong podcast.
Your carrot soup ass motherfucker.
Damn, you had a carrot soup? What is he, Bugs Bunny?
Oh, that fucking peanut butter 12 a.m.
Bro, he sounded like Barney from
Simpsons. He said he had a carrot soup. My man related.
Bro, you know how many times I burped in like the last 45 minutes where I'm like, oh shit, am I going to hit it in time? Am I going to hit mutant time?
Yo, where does my man said? He said, bruh.
Hi, Homer. Yo, last topic, man. We got to open up these phones lines. King Nello, king of options, right? We only talking Canelo because Bivol, like, listen, this Bivol shit is old. I promise you. You know what? Now I got my email on this computer too. If I pull up this Bivol shit for y'all and tell you when this press release came out, because this is what they do, y'all. Don't be fooled.
Old.
This is old. Watch.
No,
watch.
He said it like in an interview, like, oh man, it was on Fight Hub. No, I don't remember who it was on. To be honest,
this is a press release, champ. I'm telling you.
It was a press release, but he gave an interview. He gave his own interview with his own quotes. Let me find it.
We might have sent it to the podcast road and asked them questions.
Let me see.
Yeah,
here.
it's not the first time he said that he'd come to 168.
Look at it.
I really think that Bivol could come down to 160.
It's a week old. It's a week old.
He could too. It's a week old.
This is a week old. This is a press release from his promoter. April 7th. Dmitry Bivol calls for super middleweight world title showdown with Canelo Alvarez.
Look, I would say in this new world, I think that, if we could go back on some of the things we missed, it's probably gonna be a good thing.
No, I mean, look, I get you. We need to fill this. We need to fill the news and notes. I just, like everybody wants a shot at Canelo. We should have did this whole. Topic number 4 should have been everyone that calls out Canelo, not just Bivol. Like
Canelo call-outs.
Yeah, like everybody wants Canelo. Like, why does Bivol get a whole topic? Why, like, he ain't even done nothing.
Bro, because like, in all honesty, like that's a good choice for like golden, for the Canelo camp. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Bivol's like,
man, are you looking at the thumbnail? You see all the choices he got, and you're gonna say Bivol's a choice? Bivol ain't even on the roster, bro.
Well, what I'm saying is that styles make fights, right? And I'm looking at it from a perspective that like he's gonna run into something. You know what I'm saying? They would want Bivol to run into something.
Too big of a puncher, too young. We gotta see. If Canelo ain't stupid. They gonna let this dude.
Canelo's always had problems with slick fighters, bro. He ain't going Billy Saunders route, right? He was scheduled to fight him, and it was over.
He was gonna fight Billy, and COVID happened.
And that was signed.
Nah, it wasn't signed. It wasn't signed. I won't lie to you there.
Yeah. So it was. Look, he ain't fighting Andrade. He ain't fighting Billy Joe. And who the fuck is your man?
So listen. Since you so souped on this fight, do you think Canelo beats him? Because remember, Bivol's a 175-pound fighter. He's calling.
But he's saying he would come down.
Exactly. No, I just want to. I wanted to word it in my words for the people that are listening out there that are Charlo fans and Andre fans. Look at what he's doing. This is what Floyd did. You know what I mean? This is what Gennady tried to do. This is not just you waiting for a payday. This is you trying to create the payday by coming outside of your comfort zone. This man has had all 175-pound fights. He started his career at 179, okay? And he's talking about I'll fight Canelo at super middleweight trying to catch. He got the bait.
Trying to catch.
He got the bait. He got the bait at the end of the stick. Like, let me see if they bite.
Oh, the golden ticket. And guess what? Bivol, strong, knocking motherfuckers out at 175, 168. We don't know. We don't know what he walks around at. We saw him that day at Podcast Road. He looked like he keeps in shape. But how much that affects him, to come down to that weight.
A lot of people say he's small for the weight. I mean, he still got the power, though. He knocked out Barrera in that division. He did not knock out Isaac Chamberlain. I mean, excuse me, not Chamberlain. Chamberlain is undefeated from the UK. I meant to say
Chilemba.
Isaac Chilemba.
Going back to the styles, though, like I'm saying, like I see Bivol running into something with a guy like Canelo. Too slick. Canelo's too slick. Bivol, not for nothing. Bivol's like kind of basic. He throws these little combinations, but he's basic. He hasn't shown me nothing super special as far as like slickness and stuff like that.
Yeah, the athleticism is what we've seen the most.
Yeah, he's an athlete, hard puncher and all that, but like I see Canelo washing him. Canelo's done, Kovalev, I don't give Kovalev enough credit that, you know what I'm saying? Like Kovalev, he knows how to box. He knows how to use a jab. You saw my man Canelo, bro. He was really motherfucking Canelo. Red as hell after that fight. Them jabs, his skill level, I think Kovalev, skill-wise, is better than Bivol.
Bro, I want the Triple G fight. I'm not with this Bivol shit. I hope this is just that, Bivol chasing. Even though I like that he's never had a fight at 68, that opens up my business mind. I wonder if Reynoso and them would take it serious. But like I said, this is a week old, and we see no Canelo team member, whether that's promoter, manager, trainers. No one has mentioned anything about this shit. But my hat goes off to Bivol saying he'll go down to 168. But that's my final thoughts on that topic. You guys,
real quick, I'll take about like 20 seconds to say that. Look, I like the Bivol fight and Canelo fight in just pure entertainment sense. I think it'd be a great fight, but there's nobody right now that I'm picking against Canelo, no matter what weight class. But this would just be a huge milestone to me to bring Bivol down at this time in his. I'll put it this way: I think a win over Bivol gets better as the years go.
It would be similar. It would be similar to like what Canelo happened with Floyd. You know what I mean? Like he got that win early, and now Canelo's gotten so great that it looks better for Floyd's resume every day.
Exactly. It's a little different though because Bivol's 29. His 17-0 is kind of it's uneluding. Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't even know what the word I'm looking for.
Well, that's the amateur background though. He's slow start because of the amateur background, but
exactly.
I think he'll be around as long as he needs to be to accomplish what he needs to accomplish. These Eastern Europeans are very focused on their goals.
Durable, focused. Yeah, all those words definitely apply to him.
So what y'all feel about that Mikey Garcia Pacquiao comment? You know what I'm saying? He's saying that Pacquiao he might not present problems or whatnot.
Man, he's just trying to get a fight. And he's trying to get a fight and trying to get his fans, the Marios of the world to believe him. But like, if you
which we don't.
There's no way he beats Pacquiao. There's no way he beats Pacquiao.
But he says that because, and I kind of agree with him on some of the things he said. Like he's saying that he's not as lengthy. He's not as tall as Earl.
Yeah, but sure. Is Mikey fast to you? Like Earl showed us Mikey mad slow. We thought he was fast.
I mean, he's not. No, he's got a good fast 1-2, but he's not as fast as a lot of explosive.
Bro, once Earl put that jab in his face, it's like his computer kept just crashing. Like he was like, "Oh, can't compute. What do I do? Oh, he was just he couldn't do nothing."
If you're gonna compare him strictly to Spence, there's a lot of things that Mikey Garcia didn't benefit from that he wouldn't have to worry about. Like they wouldn't be the same.
I'm just comparing his only fight at that division.
But he brings in a lot of other issues is the problem.
Yeah, but that's at other divisions. Like we could only count him at welterweight, and the Vargas win is a good win because he got the drop Vargas. I wasn't expecting that. But
I was talking about Pacquiao.
No, I know, but that's what I'm.
Yeah, okay.
I know, but I'm trying to gauge what he could do versus Pacquiao versus the welterweight fights he's had.
Pacquiao, Earl, you know what I'm saying? Just because
Pacquiao got that explosive power, it catches you off guard.
I go right to Pacquiao versus Thurman. So there was not one thing that Pacquiao could not do. So I don't see.
What you mean? He couldn't run through Thurman.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I don't see Mikey Garcia being a smarter fighter than Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, I think he got timing. Maybe I think
Mikey needs to fight. Mikey needs to fight Thurman, bro. Like he wilding, he barking up the wrong trees.
Mikey should fight Andre Berto.
I'm saying, so you giving him
Berto
no chance
not
against
bad.
Pac-Man?
Berto what?
You giving him no chance against Pac-Man?
Bro, all that chance shit, bro. 8-4, he'd be lucky if he got 7-5, but I don't even see that. How many rounds Thurman got?
Thurman got what was it? 3-5. Let me see.
I don't know, but I know Mikey ain't getting more than Thurman.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Thurman landed more right hands on Pacquiao, I think, than any fighter in all history.
Scorecards added 115, 112, 113, 114, and then 115, 112.
Look at that, 113, 114. Ain't that 7-5 right there? 113, 114.
Yeah.
Or is it 113, 115 is 7-5? Why 114? Oh, because of the knockdown.
Because of the knockdown. I mean, look.
But god damn, how they give him 113, 114? You see, I don't even watch fights with judges that I didn't know those scores. Damn, somebody had it that close with my man Thurman? 113, 114? That's almost a draw, baby.
Yeah, Glenn Feldman.
Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ.
Thurman gave it a good-ass fight.
He won his rematch, yo.
You better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son.
He won his rematch, yo. I'm telling you, when I seen that shit, I was like, yo, nobody landed more right hands on Pac than this dude. Only thing that Marquez landed the right hand. You know what I'm saying? He landed so many, and they ain't do what Marquez's one did. Marquez put him in.
That's what Mikey's dreaming of doing.
Yeah, it is a white Christmas too.
It's a payday, man. It's that payday.
Yeah, that's what he dreaming about. That pay. He want to buy a new car. Every time he get paid before the fight, he cop a new car. Yo, they got hella cars. Yo, did you see the Charlo video, Enrique? I put over the weekend.
I had seen that
in the house
2 days ago.
Yo, now you have a very, nice piece of property. I know you ain't from Texas because they were schooling me on the back end. So, allegedly schooling because I ain't really Zillow it on nothing like that. But what you think that house costs? Not what it costs. Forget what it costs. You ain't in his pockets, but is it $1 million or under?
I was thinking like 900.
Word?
In Texas, yeah.
That's what they said.
That's what they said. We're in Texas. We're in Texas.
Yo, but you see how big it is? You see, he had a university, like college basketball gymnasium / boxing gym in his house, bro.
Oh nah, man, I didn't see that far into it.
That's $1 million and up. Like,
my man got like, he gotta have like 20,000 square feet just in the gym, bro. It's huge. Like, watch the ceilings, bro. It's crazy.
Bro, you can get some good deals on property.
I know.
They had that office was huge.
Yo, the staircase, it was double end Scarface style marble slab steps. Like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. My man,
that's probably 1.5.
I wish my man was still my boy because I would just love to say like, wow, the way they decorated it too. I love the colors, the whites and grays. Yeah, he had the chef.
The pantry organized.
Yeah, the chef, bro. Yeah. Yo, he got kids too, man. I ain't know my man had that many kids.
That's what I said. I knew he had like 2 because I met him with one, and then his girl was pregnant with another one, but I didn't know he had 2 other ones. And you know what else is good about him? I finally found my applause. I want to give him one. I know it's a whack applause, real hollow like, but yo.
Sound like firecrackers.
Yo, but I wanted to applaud him. Yo, that's his high school sweetheart. Shout out to my man holding it down. Yo, through thickness and thin, bro, because, yo, that's a lot. You know what I mean? Like, she was there for all that through the come up. Some people change on the come up. They change on the come up. So that shout out to him keeping it fucking 100 all the way through and staying with her, all them kids. Beautiful house, beautiful family, man. You know what I mean? Hopefully,
it was Coyote. Coyote said that he
had Al paying the mortgage. Yo, them UK dudes haters, bro. Haters, bro. He said, yo, Al Heyman's probably paying the mortgage on that nest. That don't mean he got money. I said, damn. Damn, you got some malice in your heart when you got to say something like that. I'm telling you. But what else I wanted to add? A lot of little tidbits out there, man.
I mean, we got. I mean, that's Untitled, obviously. From
Nah. That is Untitled. There's some good topics for Untitled.
All that Untitled. I mean, we could go with Pulev because, like, I can't believe Aaron talking about Pulev better than my man Andy. I disagree, champ. Father, I'm putting my foot down. I don't agree. Robot Pulev is not moving like my man Andy. All right, champy. My man looked like he moving like Frankenstein and shit. He ain't doing nothing. Talking about he a better fighter than Andy Ruiz.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a good
Go ahead,
fight.
bring it.
It's
bring
a good
it.
fight.
What Pulev got? Pulev.
He's got more experience.
Come on, champ. Come harder. Come harder, champ. Come harder, champ.
Look.
My man face look like a beat up book bag, bro. He takes shots, man. He takes shots. Come on,
he does.
He takes shots, man. He didn't do too well too with
Side note. Let me just straight up interrupt y'all real quick. Did y'all receive y'all book from Adrian Clark?
I don't think I checked the mail yet.
I didn't give any information. So
did you, Mario? I CC'd all of y'all. Whoever.
Yeah, I did, but
I got mine. I ain't open it though. I ain't open it yet. But I got a package from.
Me too. I got to check my email. How about
that? package today sometime. So yeah.
Are you gonna start it already or no?
No, I haven't even opened it. I just seen that it was addressed to me from him, so I didn't even open the package yet. Still in the package.
Yeah, I got his first book. He sent it to me years ago, 3-4 years ago maybe, and it was really good. It was really well written. I liked the topics he covered were very unique. You don't really see them written about in boxing books, actually any books specifically. But
I wish he would have sent me a motherfucking digital piece.
Damn.
Paperback or hard, but I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I didn't get a book either yet.
You ain't get one?
I got the email with you in it, and I responded like, "Yo,
okay,
Mr. Clark,
so
blah,
you,
blah, blah."
You should be getting you then. You should be.
When did you get it?
I just got it today. I think it's it anyway. I haven't opened it.
On a Sunday?
Yeah, man, because I got delivery today.
Yeah.
And it was on the floor on the steps. So maybe it was there yesterday. I don't know. You know, I'm in a good, pretty decent neighborhood. Even though I'm trying to get the freak out of here.
Yo, so you saying that Pulev beats Andy, Mario?
What?
No, I'm not saying that. I don't think it's like, I don't know, as simple as just not worth the discussion, I guess.
And I see people on the chat talking about resumes and shit like, yo, y'all always like, look, I understand resumes look good, but like when you comparing fighters, you can't like just say like, oh, his resume better, so this fight is just a better.
Of course. And if I had to like boil it down to like brass tacks in terms of skill sets, I think honestly, Ruiz's skill set impresses me more. But based off of, you know, endurance and based off of how hard I think Andy Ruiz hits, I don't know. I don't think it's a simple answer because yours was more. That's the thing is I don't want to get it played off the wrong side where it's like, oh, you picked the other one, and I'm saying wait. All I'm saying is it's not a slam dunk case the way that you're making it. In my opinion, I don't think it's as laughable for him to say this. You know, is it hyperbole? Probably. Is he talking shit? For sure. You know, but.
And Pula's fighting. Who's he fighting right now? He's fighting Joshua, right?
Yeah, he's got Joshua.
Bro, so if Bob thinks Pulev's gonna beat Joshua.
Yeah.
Bob thinks Pulev's gonna beat Joshua.
And Joshua's team thinks they're not even gonna fight him because they're gonna get Tyson Fury. So they're all a little nuts.
Bro, no, so like Pulev, he's rangy. He got that 1-2. I mean, look, I'm looking at highlights from him and Chisora to try to compare him with Andy Ruiz, but like, just what you guys just said is even more, you know, like
he's massively slow in my opinion, though.
He what?
He's massively slow in my opinion.
Yeah, but like against AJ Pulev, like what is he? Where does he beat AJ? Like this is what I'm saying, man.
Bro,
like,
I mean, I remember watching the Vlad. I can never get that Vlad left hook out. Like how Vlad big ass did the Mayweather check left hook on Pulev and dropped him. Like Vlad, like huge, and he was robotic. He always was tagged with the robotic label. Like so, imagine what Pulev is if Vladimir Klitschko could check left, lunge left hook you, bro. Like, come on, bro. Pulev has always done what he's always done, waiting for the big shot. That's
bro,
it.
he went the distance with Rodell Booker. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like, and Rodell was in jail for like 20 years. And
yo,
he just fought Samuel Peters not too long ago, and I don't even know if he stopped Samuel Peters, who shouldn't be fighting. Like, Pulev is just trying to get this check, man. Trying to get this check. Speaking of check, how he out here trying to get this money, but he talking about he giving half of it up to coronavirus? I know that's a publicity stunt. There's no way. Because who's holding him to it? Who's holding him to it? I want to know the name of the charity he's donating half of this check to. Because that's about 2.5 mil. Easy.
Yo, I wonder how Bulgaria is with the coronavirus. Maybe he's doing something for his country. Who knows? Maybe let me see the paperwork. Pulev loses.
All right. Is that all the little notes before we open it up?
I mean,
that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go out to these callers. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
All right, let's see who's on the line. We're going out to Harlem. Getty, what up?
Yo, what up, Sness, man? How y'all living?
Oh, we're good, man. How are you, brother? Good evening.
Yo, everything is blessed, man. I'm just listening.
All right. Thanks for calling in. Israel, Oklahoma, what up?
Hey, good evening, fellas. Good show as always. On the Floyd topic, that's the main one I was going to talk about. There's always that something when somebody's really good at something, they're not always the best trainer. I know that's we've heard that in boxing before too. I wonder if that's the case with Floyd. That was my thought on Saturday morning too. Regarding Teofimo and Devin, I got Teofimo too. I'm with Doomy on this one. I don't think Teofimo's dunking anybody. I just think he wanted that Loma fight, and it's mid-corona, so we'll see what happens. That's my call.
All right, we're going out to New Orleans.
So interesting when you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'll kill this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Yeah, what's up, y'all?
What up, champ?
Yeah, y'all talking Teofimo versus Devin Haney?
Yep.
I got Teofimo. I think he did a little more. He got a little more power and everything. Devin got good skill, but he still haven't been tested. I think Teofimo been tested by a few fighters. And as far as that Floyd Mayweather topic, I'm kind of like what Israel say. You know, he's a good, excellent fighter, but that don't make him a good trainer. So we got to see how he adapt to being that trainer, being in that trainer role, not making it about Floyd, making it about his fighter. You know, good show. Y'all always keep it popping. Shout out to TVV. That's it.
All right, JT, man, thanks for calling in. Sound like he was working out. We're going to go out to Atlanta.
Riding in the form with a form, 4 Gianos on my feet, and the paint look wet. Every corner that we been, there's another broke neck. Rolling through the city, swag game on full flex. I know you see.
What's good? Really can't talk, but good show. Good show as always, man. Hit me back on the boom one.
All right, we're going out to Sid in Orlando.
What up? Shit, I guess I'm on here just showing some love. You know, as usual, I don't know what we talking about, but good shit anyway. And I'll catch y'all in the morning while I'm working.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for calling in. We're going out to Detroit.
Red belt, black belt, WO and green. I'm king. Undisputed GOAT, TBE. And you can catch the news first on TBV. Voice of the people now let me speak. Scientists of the sweet, BOXING.
Yo, TBV, what's good?
What up?
Yo, y'all can hear me? I'm on Bluetooth. You know what I'm saying? Is that all right? I'm
sound
clear.
Good. You sound good.
All right. First off, let me get my crow. Yeah, Mario, you still there?
Yes, sir.
I don't care about these topics, man. I need mine back, man. A lot of people called me upset on that, so I'm ready right now. If you ready tonight, what's up?
Come on,
Get
man.
in tonight?
Freestyle Fridays. You got wait. You got
Hey, look,
wait,
man,
champ.
we can rubber match tonight, and then we can do the trilogy on Friday just to keep.
We gotta keep. We gotta keep it a Friday. We gotta keep it Friday. We gotta keep it Friday.
I do this for y'all. It took him 2 days to write his last one. You know what I'm saying? I'm off Tuesday. That's 2 days. We can do the rubber match on Tuesday. Do the trilogy because I know I'm gonna beat him. You know what I'm saying? And then we can do the trilogy. Right. What's up? Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ.
Yo, Friday, man. The champ.
No, I ain't talking to you, Ness. I ain't talking to you.
The champ is
I ain't
the
talking
champ.
to you. Look, man, this Lara at the press conference. I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to Canelo.
Yo, it doesn't matter what you think.
Let's go, champ. What's up, Tuesday?
I'm always ready. I would go tonight. But
you stuttering like it was when it was my turn right now. What's up, bro? I'm hearing some butts. What's up?
Bro. Listen, we moving on to bigger and better things right now. You gotta get your.
Ain't nobody talking to you, Ness. Ain't nobody talking to you over there.
You gotta get back in the win column.
Ain't nobody talking to Barry Hearn right now, man. Look, don't get so caught up in that slave contract that you missed out on this work over here. What's up, Mario? Tuesday?
There's a lot of Mario.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna be ready, and if Ness call it, Ness can call it. I'll be ready though. I promise.
I'm ready right now. I'm just letting y'all know to all y'all niggas who was non-believers who got off the bomb squad bandwagon when Stainless took his first L. You know what I'm saying? That's all good. You know what I'm saying? We'll see where y'all at. I guess we're gonna have to wait till Friday since Ness acting like Barry and Eddie Hearn with that AJ protection over there for Mario right now. So you know what I'm saying? Let's go, champ. I ain't listening to you. I ain't listening to you, Ness. Let's go, champ. Let's go.
I hear you.
That's all I'm saying. As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up, share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, I guess you'll find out next week because you're stupid. And shout out to El Camino. Peace. I just had to get that in because I don't know if I'm still at work. I don't know if I'm gonna be off in time for that boomerang. So
all right. So listen, it's not that I didn't want to give him a chance, and I wasn't trying to be a spoiler. I just think that we need to keep it on Friday so that it becomes a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if we just do it anytime sporadically, then it's not a thing. It's just more like, yo, whoever has balls to battles, and you know, it should be. Again, it should be Friday. And you got to stick to the rules. Remember, you got to keep it boxing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Myra, now they want you to write another one.
And another one. Yo, I got it, though.
Said I'm the ghost writer.
Let me go out to Stone Bone Boxing. What up?
And Ryan versus Teofimo. Teofimo versus Devin. I look at Devin as the same as I look at Shakur out of the elite ilk of boxing. And it's going to be hard for a puncher to beat him because if you think you're going to beat him with just knocking him out, he going to just box you for 12 rounds and win easily because he's waiting for a guy to just come in there and try to knock him out. So Teofimo going to have to really level up. And I'm not saying he can't do it, but I don't see him right now possessing the boxing skills to beat Devin Haney. I think he can beat Lomachenko, but I think Devin Haney is bigger, faster, stronger, a different animal. He's a natural boxer. He'd get out the way natural for him. So unless he can show me like a Danny Garcia catch it, Danny can catch and shoot. Danny will wait for you to hit him just to counter you. So I would need to see something like that out of a Teofimo before I think he can beat a Devin Haney. Far as Ryan Garcia, we should do like maybe a Mendy. What's the name? Ivan Mendy or Machado. Some former champions, guys who lost to champions. Maybe even a top ranker. Let him get Richard Comey. Give him to Richard Comey. See if he can knock out a Richard Comey or put on a display. I think that'd be a big step up for him, man. Mayweather. You see the clips. He working with Roger Mayweather's son. He working with his son. He just want to see if the love for boxing is just not emotion. Because sometimes your emotion can have you jump into things and then you're a rich dude. He'll be like Trump. Trump is mad. He president. He's a rich dude. He in the limitations of the presidency with people watching him. Just like Floyd would be in the limitations of a trainer when he want to go fly to Japan and pick up two, three, $4, $5 million while he working with a trainer. That's only gonna give him maybe $1,000 his payday as that trainer. So I think that Love can he got it. He could do it, but he want to just work with his people to see if he can really build the sustainment to want to stay in the gym 365 days and not be fighting for $100 million every time. You know what I mean? He only getting a couple thousand being a trainer for a year. So I think he can do it. He just want to see if that's the route he want to go.
But what if it's just us, Stone Bone? What if it's just us that don't believe he's retired? What if he's just retired? You know, and what if that's?
I believe he retired. I believe he retired. I think he looked at.
So then why won't he have time to train somebody if he retired? He ain't going to pick up no $100,000 fight.
No, he's still. But listen, he Floyd Mayweather. He go over and do speaking tours, getting $5, $6, $7 million to go tour countries, open up gyms. He's getting paid 6, 7 figures just to pull up. Then he go do an after show to get $100,000 to walk in a club, $100,000 to walk in a restaurant. He going and clearing $10 million on his private jet. How you think he feels sitting in the gym training every day, 3 times a day for somebody camp? That's a lot to ask. Like I said about Trump, the limitations of those disciplines is the same thing that Trump feel in the White House. You're rich. He used to telling people whatever quid pro quo, that's business. But a president, that's illegal. So you telling the man, I do this every day in my business life, but I can't do this shit as a president. So it's just, I don't know if Floyd will be patient enough. And that's probably why he's starting with the young guys to see like, all right, I ain't making no money off these guys. I'm patient enough. All right, bring on a big name. So that's what I think he's doing. And I think it might work out for him. You never know. But put him in there with, your boy Rye with Devin. Put him in there with Richard Cole.
He might be better off. See, I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's more of a letdown for a young up-and-coming guy than him getting in there for one camp with a already known star like an Andy, a Javante, a Broner, a Wilder.
I think he's looking at that. I think he just want to microcosm manage it. And if he feel good after a month where he's like, fuck it, I ain't going to fly to Japan. I'm going to stay in the gym. He might be like, all right, man, come on down here. I'm focused for 6 months. I can get you right. I think that's how he's thinking. I mean, I know he think he can do it. When you great at something, you driven to be great at everything that you do. It's a competition level that's wired in your head. But I think if he start on the lower level and he maintaining the love and not getting paid, he'll be willing to sacrifice 3 months just for a percentage of that fighter's purse, not the whole purse like he was used to controlling. The purse, the whole money. He was paying, he controlled everything and paid people out of the total money of the thing. So it's a lot for him to sit down. So him doing it with his family just let you see like, all right, he got I'm patient, I can do it. My private jet ain't called cobwebs. It's okay to not be in my girls club. I can train boxers, and I think other fighters will want to see him have the love for it and do it on a minor level before they entrust him with somehow getting them to the next level in a professional career when somebody who's been doing it for 50 years maybe couldn't do it, you know? So I think that's where he at with it.
Man, you brought up a good point though. Like when you're a coach, like you give up a lot of stuff. Like you're gonna have to be in the gyms. You know, you're gonna have to be on your fighter. Like it takes a lot of time and it gets uncomfortable. So it's like, I get it, man. Like how long can you do it for? And if you're really gonna really like it, like 3-4 months down the line.
Yeah, but that's us assuming that he still has that money hungry itch. We gotta also think with the memory of his uncle playing in the back of his mind. Remember what I read? He's inspired to inspire. So sometimes you make enough money. I get it. For everyone, we're all going to question that part. Like, come on, that's you crazy. They're going to be offering the money for this. Like Stone Bone said, he could do a walkthrough and get paid. You know what I mean? So I get that no one will believe he will stop chasing money. But you know, he's older now. He's older. You think differently, you know. That's probably why he chose his son and his nephew to start with. remember, as like I said, something just happened with his daughter, so maybe he wants to grab a hold of the youth in his family first before something, happens. I mean, because look, no one expected Yaya to go through what she's going through. So that's a female, maybe, you don't want the guys really going through that for sure.
I mean, like I said, I'm interested, bro, because if you could put Floyd Mayweather's boxing brand in another youth or in another person, and we get to see another, clone, so to speak.
Bro, I'm just thinking about his kids. Like I had while Stonebone was, I just had this quick fantasy of his kid. Like imagine a Floyd Mayweather son turning pro. I mean, that got to be like a $500,000 pro debut, right?
Hell yeah. I could imagine.
Every network is going to be trying to get Floyd Mayweather's son. It's mad pressure, don't get me wrong. Like I said that to whoever I said it. Every junior has it bad in boxing. They just have it bad. But, man, if it ain't some motherfucking good going to come out of that, boy, I'm telling you. I could just imagine, because I seen how they built Earl, all Olympians from 2012. They got their pro debuts on Showtime. So I could just imagine the clout that a junior would get. You know what I mean?
I think one of his sons liked MMA, though. I think he was feeling MMA. But, you boxing MMA, so shit.
I ain't even click on Karan. Let me click on Karan social media because he tagged both of them. Let me see what they're working with. Ness like to count Insta success.
Yo, it's it's part of that.
Bruh, if you watch Black Mirror, did you watch the Black Mirror I recommended that's about social status? Yo, Black Mirror's ahead of their time, man. That shit's old. I'm giving y'all old episodes from 5 years ago, man.
Sci-fi shit, bro. This shit's crazy.
Fucking, they ahead of their time. What I was looking for on Mayweather's YouTube? Oh yeah,
all that stuff is going on in China. It been going on in China.
Oh my God, I can't wait for Untitled to talk about that China shit. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. What China shit?
I put it in the pre-po.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that. My bad. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, I immediately
371,000.
What?
That's what his son has already.
How many?
371K.
Damn.
And he's getting tracked. This kid, there's no way these kids are gonna want to fight though. I mean, his Instagram already looks like he's a rapper. Like, why would you want to get punched in the face? He's got better jewelry than half the boxers boxing. I'm gonna just show y'all this for all my viewing public. Because again, we gotta it's different, man. When you come from the hood, you hungry. When you was Floyd from Michigan, you hungry. You want to get out of poverty, but what's my man? What's the famous saying? It's hard to get up out of the bed when you sleep in a silk sheets. And my man been in a silk sheeted crib. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't had a silver spoon. He had the gold spoon.
Platinum spoon. You thought it was silver.
Yeah. Look, he got the TMT jet, man. He said, where we to next? Ed Mayweather, he could talk cocky. That's Mayweather's son. So, is he really going to want to get punched in the face, or is he doing boxing for cardio? Is he on some celebrity boxing shit?
I mean, he's probably 15, 16. How old is he? Is he jumping into
this
amateurs?
Karan, this is his oldest son. I'm not really sure, but he looked like he could be at least 18. I mean, Yaya was what, 19?
And she's big sis though, right?
Is this Floyd? Oh, so he walked out with his son. Oh, and he a rapper too. He got a mic on him. Nah, he ain't trying to fight. Stop it. Stop.
Nah, champ. Maybe the nephew, huh?
And he walked out his father. Nah, he ain't trying to fight. And he walked him out in the Japan promotion. Oh, so they airtight too. Damn, look at that chain. Nah. Don't take no punches, champ. Why? You already got bread. It ain't even worth it. Nah.
It ain't about the bread no more. It's about the name.
But that's what I'm saying. He could make a name. He obviously is a rapper, so maybe if he got that talent, he could make a name without that. Without having to take punches. He ain't got to go to... Look at this. Bro, look at this. Look at this. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's in Rising. That's out in Japan.
And does Floyd really want them to fight? A lot of people say they don't want their kid to fight. You know, a lot of boxers be like, nah, he don't want to box. He ain't gonna box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I get it. Yeah, it's like if they basically see
nah,
it like,
but they also
I box. I don't. So you don't have to box.
But they also say I gotta see that in him. You know, because they know what it takes. A guy like Floyd knows what it takes. It takes those miles. It takes those doing a sit-up. All the shit you don't want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Mike Tyson said it too.
And he gonna be able to spot that out. He ain't gonna be fooled. Like, you can't fool hard work. You can't fool that. You can't lie. That don't lie. Like, you know what I mean? If you go to the gym and you ain't do your shadow boxing, everything, man. It's not just one thing. If you even do everything, that is gonna tell in the fight. It's gonna tell. You know
Fuck
what I mean?
He can put all that drive into the music, man. He don't need to go out there and do no 12-round fights with a Maidana and shit.
But you got to remember, man. Let's keep it Rocky, and that's why I always bang for Rocky when people are like, yo, Rocky in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, because Rocky made us believe, right? So Rocky, remember his son went through this. Not this, my imaginary story that I'm about to just bring out to light now. Like, what if he want to get in boxing because he got the Rocky story? Remember when Rocky found Tommy, but his son was getting beat up? He got his bomber took and shit. You know,
damn.
It's like, yo, you Mayweather son. Oh, so you think people ain't picking on him? I mean, maybe he got security.
They took his shirt.
Maybe he got security. I know. In this day and age, he probably got security. Go to a private school, and he's still he's super cool. Open. But I don't know. Maybe that's something. Maybe he just like, yo, he's expected to fight. Maybe that's how he feels. Like society expects him to fight.
I can see that for sure. I can see that. I mean, like, you know, people expect you to go into whatever the business is, you know, the family's business or whatever. And it just so happens his family business is the fight game. And in a major way, because that's the other thing. It's one thing to have your dad be Floyd Mayweather. That's like the big thing. But you still got, you know, two of the most famous trainers of the 21st century or 20th and 21st century. Like, there's no way. It's ingrained in him. So I could definitely see him thinking he has some potential he's got to live up to.
Yeah, it's like
definitely.
Would we get like a Julio Cesar Chavez kind of result,
bro? And I don't think you'll get that from Floyd. You see, I know Floyd's caring. Every father's gonna be loving and caring to their kids, but I feel like Floyd knows what it takes to be a fighter, and he's gonna be that trainer that's on you, man. You can't, you know, he gonna get on you. So I think he's gonna push him if he decides to train, right? But looks like J-Mac joined us, so I'm gonna go out to him in New Orleans. But yeah, man, that would be interesting to see.
You know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style at all.
I'm a gorilla, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, I'm a gorilla.
The smartest thing you can do is to stay away from Derek.
He can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing him. You want to bet on?
You bet 100,000 on that.
Let's bet $1 million.
Easy.
Let's bet $1 million.
Yo, Ness.
J-Man.
Yo. Yeah, hey, can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, give both of my calls to my brother. I mean, I just jumped on to tell you that. All right.
JT.
Yeah, hello? Yeah, what's up? Hey, thank you, man. Hey, Stain, you gotta wait till Friday, man. You gotta wait till Friday. You can't keep calling the champ out. You had your shot. You gotta wait till Friday. So I mean, like the caller said, I can't call you Stainless right now. I gotta call you Stain. But I mean, we could talk more about the topic, man. You know, like I said, Floyd got the potential to be a good trainer and stuff like that. As long as he take that ego out of it. And, and really just focus on the fight. Don't make it about him, because that's the whole thing about Floyd Mayweather. And, you know, maybe some of the stuff that's happening to him is going to humble him a little bit, like y'all saying. And, make him focus more on his fighters like Javante and, training these other fighters. Name fighters you brought up the other day, Ness. And Besides that, I mean, what any other top topic y'all talking about on here that I didn't bring back up?
Haney said he needs, not Haney, but his trainer, excuse me, Eddie Reynoso says Garcia needs 2 more fights before Haney. So we was kind of just throwing out names.
Or Davis.
Man, listen, that boy Ryan Garcia ain't ready for Davis, Haney, or Lopez and stuff like that. I just think he more of a hype job right now. He maybe need more than 2 fights to fight those top fighters. I see Devin outboxing him, beating him. I see Javante knocking him out. I see Teofimo Lopez outboxing him and then knocking him out. So I mean, I don't got Garcia, Ryan Garcia that high right now, you know. But he has potential, but he need a few more fights before he talking about start fighting those guys, because that's a different level. Even though I still feel Haney haven't been tested yet. What's next topic?
The Lopez Haney with Lopez, you know.
Oh yeah, I said I got Lopez. I think they're skill for skill. Haney might have a little more skill than Lopez, but I think Lopez been tested a little, and I think he eventually clip Haney, catch him and clip him. You know, I think he'll be the stronger fighter out the two. I'm not that big on Devin Haney. I know he got boxing skills, but like I said, I thought that Broner fight would have been a good test
Yeah,
for
I
him.
want that fight. I still want that fight for Haney.
Yeah, I think that would be a good test fight to see what Devin Haney is really about. Because one thing about Broner, even if he getting his ass whooped, he come to fight, and I think I think Broner will feel disrespected fighting this young champion. I think he'll try to clip Devin Haney. So I mean, I think that'd be a good test for Haney to see where he goes from now.
What you think about Pulev and Andy? The Bob father talking about Pulev is a better fighter.
Pulev is which is that? That's the one that kissed that reporter.
Yeah.
Okay. He fighting Joshua next.
Oh man, listen, bruh. I'm not big on Anthony Joshua. I think Pulev can go in there and rough Anthony Joshua up and beat him. I think he got the heart, the skill set, and the physicality to rough Joshua up, and beat him. Andy Ruiz, if he was really focused, man, he'll be an awesome fighter. That'd be I think that would make a better fight out of than Joshua and Pulev. Because I feel like Andy Ruiz got the heart. He just don't have the condition and mindset right now to get in tip top shape to redeem that loss and look like a rough Andy Ruiz.
So Dmitry Bivol wants to fight Canelo at 168, even though he's never had a fight at 168, and he fights at 175.
Bivol is that young. When he fight at 75, that's a good fight, man. That dude about Canelo age, right?
They both 29.
Yes, I would want that fight. I'll pay pay-per-view. I'll pay double pay-per-view for Canelo to take a challenge in a fight like that. If he beats Bivol, I'll finally give Canelo his respect because he went in there and fought a young champion, somebody that could push him, rough him up.
But it won't be his weight. He gonna be bringing him down. Because remember, the dude the champion at 175, not 168.
Well, he's still young. It's different when you get an older fighter in your mid 30s or 30s and stuff like that. And you try to bring him down, like for instance, like Canelo tried to fight Andre Ward and try to bring him down to an uncomfortable weight. Yeah, of course that won't be good if he tried to bring Andre Ward all the way down to 160 or 160 back to 168. But somebody like that Bivol, I think he's still young and he could get down to 168. It might not affect him as well. And like I say, if Canelo take that fight, even though my respect probably wouldn't matter to him, but I'll finally respect Canelo on this show and give him credit from stepping in that fight and a young, hungry champion.
Yeah, that's about it, champ. No more topics to hit you with.
All right.
Unless you want to talk about virtual fights and all that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about that Mario versus Stain 2. What's the percentage on that, man? Who A side? We know who A side is. Mario, how much?
I don't know. I mean, are we giving him an immediate rematch, or is he going through like a round robin with somebody? Like, what's going on?
Well, Yeah, I know last Friday we said give him a rematch, but
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
thought you gotta, it's up to the champ. May ask Myra, maybe Myra will give him the rematch or not. He make Stainless go through somebody else. Then he get that rematch, but he got to win that fight first. So I think y'all need to discuss that promoter and fighter.
I think the only worthy opponent that kind of showed himself was
Intrigue.
Intrigue. So like, if you
Nah,
wasn't,
Israel, man, listen, Israel he had some strong little punchlines in his rap too. So I mean,
yo, but Izzy got to practice delivery before he go at the king, man. You can't go at Mario with your
no,
delivery.
we're not talking about Mario. We talking about you talking about Stanley getting him a match before he go at Mario, huh?
Oh, he got to go through Iz.
Yo, that's it. You're dead, JT, because Stainless came through on the counter punch. He ain't like that. He ain't like that.
Combo breaker.
Stainless, where you at, dog? I thought you said counter punch. What up?
Yeah, man. You know I'm at work. I had to wait till y'all called me. First off, Stainless was already a champion. If I wasn't a super champion, I was guaranteed unified. You talking about a dude who every intro I've ever had is a song I got. So I'm already labeled as a rapper. So I'm a champion anyway. The fuck is y'all talking about, man? No disrespect to Intrigue, Sony, anybody else that called in, man. But I challenge him. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else take that. That's me. You know what I'm saying? And then if I'm gonna be real with y'all, yeah, Mario won, but Stainless beat Stainless. You know what I'm saying? I tripped up. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like Mario just came in there and slaughtered me, and then I came with a cold rhyme, and then he beat me. No, I started up and said, you know what? I ain't ready. If I'm gonna do a rap written, then I'm gonna do a written. Now you want to do a champion versus champion on some written? It comes.
Yo, B, you did Brona, bruh. Like, you didn't come in prepared. That's just bottom line. Like, yo,
he was mad too.
no, and I just don't get that. Like, look, I mean, I get it. I get freestyle battle rapping if you papoose, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, staying on some Dylan White right now. I'm ready.
Yo. This is almost Untitled. Matter of fact, we about to end it with a snippet of Untitled. So what I want you to do for everybody that listens to Untitled, because this ain't even gonna be out fast enough for any of the new signups to even hear this, right? Like, I guess they do. They can, because they'll get the MP3 tomorrow. But what I mean is, whoever's just relying on the free show won't even hear this in time. But that being said, for people that are listening live and will catch this tomorrow before we do Untitled, I'm not going to give any spoilers today. So go watch Code 8 so that tomorrow, Monday night, we could talk about Code 8 on Netflix.
Oh, Code 8 on Netflix. All right, champ.
I got you.
Got it. Yo, I'm up to par with the fucking Ozark. That shit is fire.
I'm not even on it, yo. I'm not even on it. I watched like the first 2 seasons, and I haven't been back for this season. I got so much shit going on with so many different series. But there's another one Code 8 is good enough, though. But there's some other shit out there, bro, that is really good.
Yo, Little Fires is pretty good. I'm watching that with my girl. Little Fires.
Yeah, I read half of that and then I never finished it. It was a library book.
That's just
I've been wanting to wait, but I think I'm just gonna watch it because it looks fucking fire.
Yeah, you got fucking Reese Witherspoon and fucking remember Pacey from fucking Dawson's Creek?
Oh, Dawson's Creek. Yeah. I remember her. Yo, first of all, I'm gonna say this real quick. The only 2 people right now that I would even want to battle on Friday would be either Intrigue or Stainless. So I'll let everybody else call it.
Yeah, because it got to be levels. No, because
I'll
it's
tell
levels.
You know what? I'll take them both on in the same day. Honestly,
Nah, champ. Don't get cocky. Don't get cocky. I know rapping is not. I know rapping is not boxing. I know rapping is not boxing, but just because it's a boxing show, we should keep it that way. You know what I'm saying? Have one full training camp for one fight, champ. Don't take 2 fights on at once. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. After what happened, this is what I'm gonna. This is what I'm gonna do.
Unless
Oh, what?
someday somehow this grows to the point where it's like a tournament, one night tournament, then
Oh
that's
yeah, that
different.
would
Then
be
that's
dope.
different because then
Yeah,
people,
battling each other.
yeah, and they get to the next round. You know what I mean?
It was
People,
it was fair for
others get
everybody.
eliminated, others move on.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm just gonna
man.
come like super hard now. Like for real.
Yo, you
Yo,
better.
Stan,
Yo,
they about to come at you, Wu-Tang.
nah, Stain said he back with another counter punch.
Yo, I
Number
know
2.
he's so mad because no, I'm not even gonna say his name. But I remember last time this happened that somebody was getting egged on. This is why I respect Stainless, because last time they said
Stainless, whenever you ready, I'll
start.
start the clock. I'm waiting for you to unmute.
But those are the only two I would even consider
I'm letting him
right
finish
now.
the statement.
What'd you say, Stainless?
He said
Mario? I was letting him finish the
he
statement.
was letting you finish
You
your
done,
statement.
Mario?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, you can start my clock now. First off, I don't know if y'all saw, all y'all Patreon people. That's why y'all need to. That's not why y'all need to be on Patreon for the $15. Because if you'll see in the Skype chat, Intrigue the Incredible just took the step aside money. So you ain't got nobody to fight but me, baby.
What?
So I see you Friday. If you don't want to do it Tuesday, I'm gonna be after you Tuesday. If you don't want it Tuesday, I see you Friday. So Sony, my man who came in rapping, that was the first thing he said was, "Yo, y'all need to give him another chance." Israel Weber, same thing. So I see you Friday, bro. Like I said, it's all good. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I'm licking my chops, baby. Like 704 told me, I'm licking my chops. As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. Because if you ain't on Patreon, you stupid. I guess you'll have to hear this in another 7 days. And shout out to El Camino. Peace.
All right. Yo, I just hope Mario don't get all Anthony Joshua, right? And it's like, yo, I got the win. I'm so nice. And then comes in lackadaisical because I honestly didn't think it was going to go that easy for you, Mario. I always thought Stainless could rap, especially when he did the last one, which is his intro now. You know, I don't play the long version because it's someone else's beat, so, you know.
Well, I'll be honest with you, and this is gonna sound probably like this is probably gonna make people think like bullshit, but I'll be honest with you. As soon as I was done, I thought I lost because the best bars I had.
How
more
you
to
gonna
come.
say you thought you lost?
Because my
this why
because
people be
I didn't
wanting to get at
listen
you.
to what I'm
That ain't
saying.
my best work, champ.
No, listen to what I'm saying. I had a verse, right? And remember, you cut my time. I still had like 6 bars left, 4 to 6 bars left. And yo, when you cut that time, I was like, fuck, I didn't get it all in. I was like, that was it. That he got his time. Because the last like 2 bars were like, okay, I sent it home. Like that was it. It was something about a throw in the towel. Like, I might use that line.
Yo, hold up. We got a counter punch. We got a counter punch.
And that was good enough. And if I bring the heavy bars, I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna come back.
J Mac, when you ready.
Hello?
Go for it.
Yo, somebody in the background playing, man. I can't hear. Somebody in the background too loud, Ness.
Yeah. I'm gonna restart. That was Stainless.
Okay. Hey, look, Myra, you doing it again. See, you got the crowd. You swaying the crowd. You done got us over it. And now you done knocked the nigga out. And now you talking about how he almost beat your ass. Take your W. You don't know how to take W, man.
All right.
Listen, you murder Stain. You murder my bad. You murder Stain on air. And I just like the build up for the fight. I like how it's going. I feel like Stain should ask you for permission to use that outro, man. He's still using that outro, but you killed him on it. He should be asking you for permission to use that, man. You can check that stuff, clear it up.
Oh shit.
Oh man, all right. And that's all the time right there. I was trying to let it roll just in case he wanted to get anything else off, because you do get 45 seconds on the counter punch. But yeah, man, just don't do an AJ, Mario. Don't take it lightly because you get in the wins and you know that this is your thing. You gotta,
I'm already 4
you
bars
gotta,
ahead right
you gotta come at all these dudes like they Floyd. Everybody, you gotta come at them all. That's crazy. Intrigue need more time. He need more time like Ryan Garcia.
Is that what he said?
I mean, you took step
I
aside
thought he
money.
just kind of was like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna get this bag and then I'll just beat the winner.
Bruh, you
That's how I
take
look at
step aside money. This is what I'm saying. You take step aside money, you don't want to fight.
I look at it in this case. I think he just was like, yo, my man Intrigue, I'm Stainless going to beat him this time. He believe in Stainless.
I hear you, and that's cool, but that ain't got nothing to do with the business of Intrigue. If you took step aside money, you A, wasn't ready to fight, or B, was more worried about business than glory.
Yo, is that Stain wasn't in camp and Mario was already
Stainless did an Anthony Joshua Ruiz. He came in here thinking like, yo, I already spit versus TBV know me. And he freestyled. Listen, like I said,
this is AJ.
Hold on, because this is the second time I forgot this, and I just remembered again. This is when I originally said, "Yo, let's start the Untitled Tease right now." I wanted to say, ask y'all, did y'all see the summer challenge, whatever, from Fab? He started his own like So Cold Summer Challenge. Mario, you should do it, and I posted on TBV. And I was going to say, after you body everybody, then we all should, like, not we, because I ain't no rapper, but y'all that rap, y'all should all do it. And I'll post it on TBVs because I got a lot of followers, and maybe y'all get picked up by Fab, but every rapper's doing the So Cold Summer. It's some shit where you got to rap, like, about being locked up in the house because of COVID. Not everybody's sticking to the topic, but he also ain't posting the people that ain't sticking to the topic. The ones that
this on IG?
Of course. The one that is, he's repost. That's why I say I don't fuck with Twitter no more, man. Twitter old, man. That shit's done. And I ain't the dude that think I'm young, but I am in the technology world, so I'm trying to be with what's trendy, and Twitter's not it. Like, it's cool for information. It gives you, they even opened it up. It used to be 140 characters. Now it's like 400 because they know they whack, and they need you to write more shit to keep people there. But IG is where it's at, you know. Even though Casual gonna say different because his girl made him shut his shit down.
Yeah, I saw that video you posted to the pre-pro. That's what it was called, so Cold Summer or something like that. And I forgot.
No, I didn't post.
That wasn't you.
I didn't post any rap in the pre-pro.
Oh shit, I don't know who that was then now, but yeah, somebody, because y'all know Fred the Godson got COVID.
Oh, that was me then, because that's the one I seen. That's the one.
That's what I saw. I was
that's
like,
a Puerto Rican dude
that
that I ain't even know. Like, he ain't even look Puerto Rican either.
His bars were serious.
Yeah, his bars was, but I never heard of that dude. Who was that dude?
I don't know who that dude was.
In the hip hop community, he know, man.
Fab repost that dude. His bars was he was on topic too. That's what I like, when you can stay on a topic, man. Like, that's what separates real good rappers, man. Like that's the problem that the Locks always had. They so good, but they can't give you like a party song because right away they talking about guns and clips and coke, and it's like, bruh, we talking about, man, you crazy as hell, bruh. Jada couldn't talk about just chilling with a girl without her having some shit taped to her chest or some keys. Exactly.
Yo, hold on. You said Fred the Godson has COVID?
Yeah. Supposedly he's doing like really bad shape. So
I never heard of him. I never heard of him till today, though.
Yeah, instead of him breathing 100% with the ventilator, that he's like using it only like 70% now. So he is doing a little better. But everyone keep, the man in your prayers. You know what I'm saying? He's still using the ventilator. Yo, I think that's the worst part about that COVID shit, man. Once it gets to the lungs, I can't imagine. I used to have asthma when I was little. Shit went away. It's crazy. But I can remember as a kid, man, like trying to like breathe and shit and having to have that pump. Like, that's such a scary and like uncomfortable situation to be in. Shit.
It's just pure panic is what it is. It's just pure panic. And like when you're in like the cold, and it's just even worse. Like, at least when you're in the warm, like you could kind of get this, but yo, when you're in the cold, that should just, your lungs just freeze. They lock.
Yo, we got Caesar on the line.
Cesar, el homie.
Before I go, let me make sure I ain't got no more. Oh, Intrigue wants his boomerang. So hold on, Caesar. Intrigue. Oh, he about to tell us why he took step aside money.
Yeah.
Victor Postal, talk to me.
Nah, I ain't taking no step aside money, man.
Oh, so you saying Stainless lying on your name? Because that sounds like
Nah,
a fight.
nah, he ain't lying on my name, but that was his characterization of words. That's how he chose to use words. But my whole thing is this one.
I mean, hold on, Intrigue. This is a boxing related rap. So like, if you ain't take step aside money, then boxing related, what happened?
No, I said that him and Mario should go at it because Stainless should have a whole week to go at Mario, unless I'm just missing it somewhere that this was planned to happen that day. Was that planned to happen that day?
Absolutely, it was planned.
Yeah, that was planned.
It was Stainless that came into the ring flabby and sick. He should have. He knew he had a fight.
Mario had time to prepare, and Stainless didn't have time to prepare.
Pull the Keith Thurman.
Nah, Stainless, you heard him. He was lighting blunts, sitting back like he was Scarface. He thought, he believed his own hype.
Oh man, that's it. I ain't know that. I
mean, that's the only thing I could assume. Again, we keeping everything boxing related. That's the only thing I could assume. Like, what? Because he's submitted numerous intros like you where he's rapping, so we all know he could rap. So there's no excuse for what took place, really. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it 100.
Well, Stainless can go at him, but if y'all want me to go at him, I go at him. It ain't nothing. But I'm gonna be ready regardless. So
you took step aside money until you give us another metaphor for boxing. Like, I don't know what else could have happened.
I mean, I ain't got paid nothing. Yeah, I ain't no check popping in my bank account. But it's all good. Whatever y'all want to do, just let me know. But I'm gonna be ready. If it's this week or next week, I'll be ready.
Yo, listen, your last bar saved you, so you got me intrigued. I'm telling you, I'm interested, but it was the last bar. Let's be honest.
You gotta rewind that, man. I got subliminals in there. You just ain't gonna catch it on the one. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta rewind it. But when I do it for real, I'm gonna be able to put them subliminals in place because I'm gonna explain them after I drop them. So that's what happened when you do a 3-minute rap versus a week of preparing in a battle rap. It's totally different.
I believe in you.
Let me bring J-Mac on.
My back's broken.
I just thought of like 2 Intrigue lines right now while he was
already.
I gotta stop doing this shit, bro.
It's too easy, man. It's too easy. Before I go to J-Mac, let me get to Caesar real quick. Caesar, talk to us.
Yo.
What up, champ?
How do I sound, man? Everything good?
Everything good.
Shit, man. We'll finally get to call in and say what's up to you guys. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are staying healthy. It's been pretty hectic the last week or two because our whole crew just quit, so we had to switch areas. And where I'm at right now, I get like 1 bar of service, so I'll be over there struggling to get you guys on Blog Talk. Sometimes it's, glitchy and shit, but I just got to deal with it right now. But yeah, man, I've been listening, man. So I figured out what was going on when I couldn't see the play button on the videos on the Patreon app. It's because when I up my tier, it gives you a little option on how much you want to pay. So I just upped to the 15. I didn't actually click the $15 tier, so that's why I wasn't getting all the $15 benefits. So it was my bad. I just didn't go and switch it the way I was supposed to. I just kind of like upped how much I was paying. So that's why I wasn't getting on none of the notifications. I was like, damn. I was like, they're stiffing me over here. But no, I figured it out.
Nah, man, never, bro. Never.
Yeah.
Funny.
But yo, man, still enjoying the show, man. You guys are doing a great job, bro. Just want to show you guys some love, man. Hope you guys are all doing good, man. Stay blessed.
Yo,
Stay
how
healthy.
are you, bro? I know that they shut your job down, right? Everything good? Or you guys back?
Nah, man. No, they never shut us down. My crew they all took layoffs and shit. So it was just 3 of us left. It was like 10 guys and 3 of us decided to stay.
My bad.
It's so stupid. It's stupid because like when we actually moved to the actual tower of the job site. It's called the Resorts World, and it came out on the news that there was a case confirmed. one of the guys, and I guess the governor was talking about, if we hear about a case, we'll shut the job down. And we got 4 cases announced already, and nothing's happened. So we just kind of we're just gonna keep on going until they tell us to go home.
All right. Well, at least be
Yeah.
careful though, man. Glove up. But Caesar, let me get to J Mac. Boomerang on behalf of Trey and the Bay. Talk to us.
Hey, thanks, Trey. Look, let me tell you something, this Mr. Nestor Gibbs. My clients, we ain't ducking nothing. And don't have me introduce you and Mr. Morrow to that 9 to 5, and that's my business hours. And you know how I'm getting down. I'm just letting it be clear. We ain't taking no step aside money. We ain't we just trying to let Stain rebuild his name. And if Stain can't step up to the plate, Intrigue already showed you what he can do. You worry about having your client ready and stuff like that. If Stain not ready for that next, we want next and stuff like that. We ain't take no step aside money.
Can you just give me one boxing analogy? Because like we need we keeping it boxing here. So like, I mean, you didn't want the fight with the champion. So what is it called in boxing?
Nobody never said we didn't. Nobody turned down no fight.
I mean,
what
Stainless came on here and said that he didn't want it. Right?
Stainless came. Well, that's us. We up then.
Then Intrigue called in it and confirmed it. He said, "Well, I ain't take step aside money, but I did give Stainless an opportunity to go back at him." So I mean, what is that saying?
This is what happened. I'm gonna explain to you what just happened. First of all, that was our first, and it happened and it went down. So we trying to just see how things going from this point. We don't know if you turn it down a rematch.
So nothing is official, is what you're telling me.
No, what I'm saying is you won't know if you turn down a rematch with Stain yet or what have you. Or you gonna let him? He's out of respect for what happened Friday. We just trying to figure out what's gonna be the next turn. So when you decide is he gonna rematch Stain or you gonna give Stain his rematch, y'all got y'all Canelo thing going on right now. Get that man. If you ain't gonna
really, we was going based off Stainless' words. He said that Intrigue ain't want it. You heard Mario. Mario said, "I'm willing to take on Intrigue or Stainless because they on his level." But
okay, well,
if Intrigue don't want it, it sound like he gonna rematch Stainless. It's all right.
They said Intrigue wanted it though. That's what you getting. He trying to respect Stain.
You need to press rewind. Your client said, "I'm gonna let him fight him."
No, my client say out of respect, he was gonna let Stain redeem himself because we didn't know if a rematch was gonna happen.
But does J-Mac, would Intrigue be stepping in the ring on Friday?
Look, if Stain, let me know what y'all doing. If y'all rematch a Stain or you want Intrigue, all you gotta do is say what you want. Mario could call it out. Are he getting a rematch or he want Intrigue?
Mario already called it out. That's what I'm trying to. I can't. You got 20 seconds left too. Keep talking. Go ahead. Because I can't with you.
What Mario say? Who he want? Who Mario say he want? Because that's what y'all got to figure out. Because we ready for Friday if that's the case. Yo,
he said they ready for Friday though.
I'm not gonna keep talking over. I'm gonna talk now, bruh. Mario, is you there? Is Mario there? He busy? No, he's not there. He's not there. This guy's not. Listen, didn't Mario just live say, "I'll take on Intrigue or Stainless"? Then what literally happened was Stainless called right in on a counterpunch and said, "Well, I'm going to help you. You ain't going to take on Intrigue because he taking step-aside money, so there ain't nobody else to fight but me." Okay, so Mario called what he want. He said, "I'll take Intrigue, and if not, I'll take Stainless on the rematch." They on his level, okay? So after Stainless hung up, then Intrigue called in only to reiterate what Stainless said, just without the word step-aside. So, like, I don't understand what you need to fire your management, Intrigue. You see, that's why some people can't be managers. He not even listening. He not seeing the verbiage on a contract or nothing, Intrigue. I mean, listen, if you tired of dudes all in your motherfucking interviews,
look like the label about to get you.
You tired of dudes all in your interviews, and fucking up your interviews, come over here, man. We gonna get you promoted properly and get you them big fights, man. And have the right excuses for you, too. Like, So, yo, they literally don't even have another metaphor. Like, yo, they could have said he had an injury. I said, damn, keep it boxing related. It's like, my man, yo, you got offered a championship fight with a Mexican pay-per-view star, and you talking about I'm going to let my man fight, and you don't want us to say you took step aside. All right, well, if you ain't take step aside, you duck then. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's what it sounded like to me. I mean, unless verbally.
Yo, I wish I could rap.
Injured.
It'd be over. Be in here rapping like, yo, word is born. All right, yo, I'm out, though. Next GTO, Instagram and Twitter. I'm about to be out.
Right, Chip.
Nah, I'm out, man. It's over. Ain't nobody else. We got
it.
to everybody.
Yo. Damn. IG Alex_Doomsday_LAINEZ. TBV. Twitter is Alex_TBV. Chill. Let's see what it goes, man. This remind me of Cannabis and LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying? Second round.
That was a murderous rap battle. Like, that was pretty good back in the day, yo. But Cannabis was always he was too nice, man. He was too nice.
Too mathematical. I think he was underrated.
Nah, he was underrated. He was underrated.
Super underrated, man. But yeah, J Mac, man, stop, pulling these contracts, champ. You know what I'm saying? You costing money right now, champ.
Yo, how you don't take the big fight? This what he just did what Fortuna did. Intrigue and J Mac are Fortuna and Samson, right? So Haney offered Samson, offer Fortuna to fight. Intrigue just said, nah, let him go fight Teofimo. It's crazy, man. Yo, we out though.
We out, man.
Peace.
Yeah.